the recording. So I don't forget.
Okay.
I figured out that I should always have a second tab open so I could just throw in glass cannon drops on the quick.
Nice.
Yeah. Because I don't have a guy with a soundboard.
Okay, we are very close. I just have a few.
You're very close.
Places. I need to put a few things on the map.
I have a second level spell slot each.
Yeah. Fuck it. You guys are tough. You guys are good fighters. What's the worst that can happen?
We're at least taking a short rest here. I don't even know what time of day it is. I imagine it's fairly early. Or
I
no,
think it's early, but we were
it
talking
should
about
be-
taking a rest.
It should be
possibly even a day.
It should be probably 8 in the morning. Just roll me a natural 20 on these things. I have these dice on D&D Beyond that are like tissue and blood and viscera. And sometimes when you roll a natural 20, they do things, but I can't get any of them to roll as a 20. I'm rolling 6 at a time because it's super duper slow. Gross. Oh, that's cool. So there's like a, I guess it's supposed to be a heart in the middle of these things, and when you roll a nat 20, the heart beats.
Some delicious hot chocolate right there.
Oh, so she made it for you. The whole time you were talking to her, Austin was mimicking you, and I was dying laughing.
No.
I could not stop. It was hilarious.
I wasn't mimicking you so much as pretending like I was talking to you.
Oh, I wasn't even looking. I was making notes of what the fuck John was saying, because John was being so fucking complicated. God, oh man, I don't know if I can do that. It's tough right there. Oh, what am I just doing here? Oh, premium access. I should find that. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna do it like that. Sure. Yeah. All right. I think I'm ready.
Okay.
I know that was wonderful recording time.
Meh.
Because you hit record and then there was nothing. So, you guys are tired the fuck out. Two of you haven't slept yet. One of you is fighting a zombie bite, and then I'm pretty sure Gek doesn't give a fuck. Gek's like, I might be tired, but who cares? Right? Gek's probably the only one that's probably.
I'm pretty sure he's fucking not got a lot of hit points, so he's tired. He wants to go to bed too. Let me check.
They slept.
23 or 44. He's okay. They did rest. So, and he doesn't really. Well, he did use a rage. I mean, he can make it through if he needs to with a short rest.
So, all of that. You guys remember the boy? Didn't ask his name. He lured you guys into this sort of trap, so to speak, with this tale of zombies. Had his family or his mom sort of trapped on this ledge or something, and she was going to die, and you guys were like, fuck it, let's go help. And then you ran into some motherfuckers who were dressed as captains and then basically just tried to capture you or kill you. You guys fought them off, but it wasn't easy. It was a good fight. So things I want to remind you of is the boy. He was asking for these red rocks. And things I want to remind you of is the boy. And that's all.
Yeah.
So
Gek, I believe, yelled off after him after we killed the guys, or like after like the first round. But
yeah. Cool. So now you guys you searched through the camp. You found a letter that was written by
a
the
bunch
captain.
of letters, right? Yeah.
That you found it of the captain of Icefire to the captain of Pendelphin, informing them of their troubles of getting people there, to sort of stay strong or on our way, blah blah blah. And you know it was signed by Captain Denham.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Denham. Someone calling themselves Captain Denham, the Captain Denham. You guys don't know. Signed Captain Denham. So, what do you guys want to do? I mean, you guys want to take a break in this place, go see if you can find some food, and just like camp out and let whoever's got some sleep stay awake and watch.
Well, you can't rest more than twice in a 24-hour period. So we need to.
Why not?
That's the rules. I mean, unless you want to
long rest.
Well, yeah, but we just long rested, so.
Well,
you're saying you can't take a long rest twice in 24 hours.
There's two people who didn't take a long rest.
That's true. Throm could use one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's two who haven't taken a long rest, and there's two that did sleep and were waking up at their turn. So two of you were rested and two of you. So two could take a long rest and two could take a short rest.
Shay can be useful with just a short rest. I mean, I can still use my bow and shit, and I got 1 second level spell slot. I've got a couple of bardic inspirations. So like, you know, I can be useful. You know.
Yes, you can.
Like, cause I mean, I can just shoot a bow, but like, if at least Throm could get back his, you know, his spell slots, and he's worse off on hit points. So if we want to hang out here for like,
who did rest last time?
Who didn't? Ike and Throm didn't rest.
Ike and Throm. Okay. That's right. They were on that watch, and Ike has just had that horrible experience where she remembered what it was like to be eaten alive.
Right. So those two could rest while the other two keep watch. I mean, we'd have to kill 8 hours, but it's probably pretty early in the morning, right, Austin? Like 7, 8, 9, something like that?
It's 8.
8. So if they rest, be back up by 4, we could at least get, you know, another 3 or 4 hours of travel in. You know, or we can just power through and see what happens. We could short rest, power through, and see what happens.
Up to you. You're giving yourselves options. What do you want to do?
Well,
let's short rest.
Yeah, because as far as, I mean, I know that rules as written can be flexible, but since that's what's easy to go off of, if Throm and Ike long rest right now, it's gonna throw a real wrench in like the whole system. So let's just fucking short rest and see what happens. I don't really have anything that I get back that I would have used. So, I mean, I'll just get back hit points.
I mean, you guys can just take a 0 at the camp. I don't know.
Take a what?
Just don't... I mean... don't have to do something. You could just rest and like.
Right, but
Or-
like
or
we do
just
we
Kind of scout. I don't know.
right, but we don't want to take a whole day.
I mean, yeah, one of you guys
So-
is bitten by a zombie, so
Yeah, and we aside
Yeah.
from that, we have a mission. So let's short rest.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna need all of my hit die, but
So that's
I'm gonna roll these up. That
1d10
sucked.
plus 3, so that's
So that's what,
12.
4,
while you guys do that, I'm going to fan.
14.
8 is 20, and 20 I
19.
think is going to
Fuck.
get me there.
Well, I'm at 26 of 31. I wish it.
I'm at 36 of 38 with using 2.
Okay, I don't. Okay, she doesn't get anything back on a short rest, so. Except for her hobgoblin feature, I've never used, which is pretty rad. I just forget to use it.
Which feature is that?
Saving face. Once per short rest, if you miss with an attack or fail an ability check or saving throw, you can gain a bonus equal to the number of allies you can see within 30 feet. So, 3.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Ugh, a 1. So that's 4.
Yeah. I rolled a 1, a 7, and a 2
And
on my
then
d8s.
11, so 15 is going to put me at... Yeah, I gave Jeremy a ride home today, and then frickin' he invited me to frickin' burn one with him and Dwight and his dad.
How'd that go?
It was fine, just kind of sat there and talked for like 2 minutes. Didn't say a lot, just smoked a joint.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes. Nice.
Ah, okay, I had to burn all 3 for Gek.
Yeah.
I just burned 2 for
Well,
Ike because
at least you get
there's
short rest and or you get action surge and second wind back.
yeah, and I
That's
I
huge.
burned real quick and got one of my psi points back because I can do that once per short rest. But I don't get all my points back except for once per day.
Are
So I
you-
could now
are you
be
down
back
to
at
1?
2 psi.
Oh, you're back at 2?
I was down to 0, so now I burned that feature again, so I'm back at 2.
Oh, right. So you did it before the rest and then after the rest,
Yes.
putting you at 2. And your rages don't reset on until a long rest, correct?
Yeah, rages are once per long rest, but I have 3 of those now.
Oh, so you have 2 left?
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Yeah, I'm going to have to make some decisions at the next level with both of these characters.
I pretty much know what I have planned.
You know what
For both of
sucks is that the features to bump your wisdom by 1 because I'm at a 15, the feats to do that suck. Like, resilient would be good, but I'm already proficient in wisdom saves. And then there's like 2 more and they suck. Like, one of them I think is observant.
Skilled, you can bump anything by 1.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I'll
it
read
gives
up
you
on it.
a skill, an expertise, and something, maybe something
No.
else.
That doesn't look... I don't think that's right.
So it is skill expert.
Oh,
You gain
skill
proficiency
expert.
in one skill of your choice. Choose one skill which you have proficiency. You gain expertise, which means you double your proficiency bonus. The skill you choose must be one that isn't already benefiting from expertise, and you increase one ability score your choice to a maximum of 20.
Ooh, that might be one to get then.
Because you can get
'Cause I don't-
expertise, a new skill, and bump anything.
Because I don't have odds in anything else. So that might be the
And
way
that's
to
one,
go.
like, if you want to be a skill monkey and just bump ability scores, you could take that over and over again. Not that you
Right.
would with this character,
No.
but, like, theoretically.
Gain a proficiency in one skill of your choice. Choose one skill in which you have proficiency. That could be interesting. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Remind
so
me, help me remember that.
Yeah. That's from Tasha's.
Yeah.
One of the new ones, skill expert.
All right. Well, I'm ready as I'm gonna be. I have two,
Yeah, same.
one second level spell slot apiece, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, so you guys rest. All of that shit happened. Whatever the fuck y'all did. All of it.
We're just talking about level 4, so nothing of consequence really. We just
Cool.
sat there for an hour.
And yeah, and then you guys talked, and two of you guys talked, and then shit. It's time to get up and get going. Now, you are off the trail that you were kind of planning on going, but you are on a trail, and everything that you came from behind you was all the wagon accessible with the chopping down a few trees. So it seems like this pass or whatever this that you're on may have been part of the main road or maybe an offshoot. You guys don't know. Do you guys want to try and go back to where you were, or do you guys want to press on knowing that you guys can keep going from where you're at?
If we can keep going from where we're at, I mean, what do you think, Throm?
Well, I would say that it seems like if we, I don't know, just based on what I'm hearing, it seems like if we hoof it, we'll get there quicker, but we probably won't find a route for the return trip. That's good. So
No, the return from where you are now to where you were camped is all
clear,
plausible for
right.
the return trip with a cat
but
all the shit.
But the distance from where we are to Ice Spire, maybe not.
I mean, you guys don't know. You guys don't really have a huge map of Ice Spire. No, you don't have GPS.
We don't know, but it seems like we can continue from this point.
Right, because the thing I would say, look at where you're at. Like this thing, where you guys were over here. I mean, this is all both wagon accessible. It goes up and down, and it has good choke points for defense. You basically you can put a wall and then allow a gate, and then everything from there to up here is also good campground and good supply. Like, I mean, so just telling you, this is
so far we haven't seen any reason this is not a usable path.
Right.
We should probably continue down it.
I don't think we should go anywhere on our way to Ice Spire that we can't bring our wagon with us.
Well, this seems like we can.
It seems like
so
we can.
We should continue.
Correct. Now, Austin, before we go any further, is this can Shay see this person, or was that the kid?
That's the kid.
Okay.
He ran off the way that you guys would have to go if you were going towards Ice Spire. So.
Okay, I didn't know if that was. I couldn't remember if that was the kid or if that is something
like a little
that's
Easter
still
egg
standing.
I didn't say anything about.
Yeah. Well, and I figured Shay has a nice vantage point there. Maybe she could see it. But let's bring the wagon on down and keep going.
All right, so you guys go.
I like this
back
map too. It's a good map.
Thanks, dude. So you guys. Oh, hi. Come here.
You did a good job making it, Austin.
Yeah, man, I try and do good stuff.
I'll subscribe to your Patreon.
Thanks. Go Adventure Maps EX. That's not me, but that is who made the map.
That's fine. This will go on YouTube. They can hear it.
You guys go on. Up. Get your wagon. Come back down. And you guys are able to come down, and it all works. And you have a good water source and all that. You guys are all packed up. And you guys go on your way. So we're gonna transition back to the big map. My excellent artwork. And you guys are right here. And I actually like to think that you guys just crested over right here where there's just like this cliff right here.
Mm-hmm.
You guys crested over that, and that's why you guys went downhill a lot, which also works with the map, and that makes me happy.
For sure.
And so you guys have this little right here, and then it comes up here and it zigzags, and then you guys are right there now. So you guys are getting closer. You have one more uphill trek, and you guys are still above the tree line, and you guys are just sort of walking or riding your horses. You guys don't have a wagon. You guys have horses, right? You guys don't have a wagon.
I don't really know, but we
have horses. We did not have a wagon.
Right.
Yeah, but you're planning on coming back with a wagon, so you
Right.
have to
Yes.
you have to know your route with the wagon.
Anywhere we go that isn't navigable by a wagon, I think we should just tell it to fuck off and go places wagons can go, so we are good for the way back.
Agreed. We are not continuing down any path that is not wagon accessible.
Wagonable.
So you guys go for a while, and you guys are just riding for the rest of the day. Nothing really comes up.
Whew, that's relief.
Yeah, you guys make a good. Yeah, I'd say about a half day march because you guys did take a little short rest.
Right.
And we're getting into a bit treacherous terrain. No, it's not a lot, but it's definitely not super fast. And then you guys, so you guys are talking, and you guys want to talk at all? Does anyone want to talk to anybody else in the party while you guys are sort of riding? Do you guys just want to have a quiet day and then go set up camp?
I think Ike's pretty quiet to herself, probably accidentally drifting back throughout the day. She's barely there. She hasn't slept. She's had a long fucking night. She's kind of out of it. And visibly out of it.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
All right, so you guys get to where you're.
She went through a lot.
Based off of your guys' knowledge of the area, the map of the overall area that you had, you guys think you're about a day and a half away from. But you know that this you're going uphill. It's getting kind of mountainous. You're having to pick your path sometimes. You kind of go a little bit. Sometimes you have to backtrack and then go choose another way. So you're getting to that part where you're about a day to 2 days, or a day and a half, somewhere in there, depending on the terrain. So far, this has probably been one of the first times in a while where everything's been pretty quiet since the happening, right? Since the zombies happened.
Right.
And you guys set up camp again. You guys see animals. You guys see all the normal tracks. Your captain training. You guys recognize that there is normal animal activity in the area, which is good. So you guys set up camp for the night. You guys same watch rotation?
No. Ike is going to ask to do her watch with Shay.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, sold. It's first or second?
She'll go first. No, Throm can go first. He needs.
All right. Well, tell yourselves what.
Or does Shay need it?
They both need it equally, so it doesn't matter to them. I think Shay's probably a little more effective if she when depleted.
I would say Ike would take first because she's exhausted, but she also doesn't know that she's going to be able to even sleep. So I think she's more excited just to sit still and not be riding a horse than even to get to sleep because her head's spinning.
Right. So, Mosquito. Yeah. Well, yeah. So they can go on first. On first.
Okay.
Okay, so that happens. You guys are
And
up.
I think they're sitting there for a while, and Ike's probably being quiet for the first little bit, like not really saying anything, looking off into the distance, legs shaking, getting up, pacing, things of that nature.
I don't think Ike knows exactly how, or I'm sorry, I don't think Shay exactly knows how to open the door or get her foot in the door with Ike. Not that she dislikes her or think that Ike dislikes her, but you know they don't really interact a lot. So she might just go with. How's that wound doing?
Um, Painful. It hurts quite a bit.
Um, she's got. I mean, we've tried it. I've got a second level spell slot left. She. I don't know how you would do this in game, but she offers it to her.
Uh, she probably would say like, "You want me to try some magic?"
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
no more healing magic. Not for me. I don't know if I want any ever.
well, I mean that's you kind of sounds like you're throwing in the towel, and that don't seem like you.
The last time your brother tried to heal me, I recalled us being mauled and eaten alive.
Oh,
Every second,
That's true.
every iota of pain.
I forgot that. That's yeah.
that sounds super horrible.
It is.
I did do that to him.
Yeah, Austin, she's rough, dude.
I did do that. I did.
Like,
It happened.
I can't like play her upbeat and happy at all. It just would not work. No one's gonna be excited after this.
Well, she says, well, you know, it's there if you need it.
I appreciate the offer.
I'm not so good with the council like the old man in there, but if I can interest you in some sarcastic comments, that's really more of my wheelhouse.
Well, I know it is, but I picked you for your honor more than anything. I really appreciated what you said earlier today. It meant a lot to me.
Oh, right. We're talking about the offer to put her
Yes.
down. Okay.
Yes.
I had to recall that. She says, you know, it's definitely. I wasn't. I think you understood what I was putting down, but it's I don't know that I'd call it honor, but I'm glad you took it that way.
I don't believe you've ever wanted to kill me, Shay.
No, but I think there was probably a little more self-preservation in there than I initially led you to believe. And she laughs, like, because she's not lying, but she's also very uncomfortable.
Shay cracks, or Ike cracks kind of a wry smile, and she's like, well, you jest, but you care about me and my brother much more than you'll even let yourself know.
Yeah, you guys are you're good eggs, and I like eggs, scrambled, omelets, Florentine. Do we have that here?
Yeah, absolutely. No world without Florentine eggs. Is worse.
You know what I really like? I like when you cut the hole in the toast and then you put the egg in the. That's good shit.
Egg and toast. Yeah, I love
Toad
that.
in a hole. That is absolutely fantastic.
Yes, that's right.
That sounds
Yes.
better. I just call it egg toast, which is different than French toast.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, French toast is really good. It needs eggs too. She's basically just rambling about eggs at this point.
Now, have you ever had French toast with peanut butter? You
Like-
make a peanut butter sandwich and you French toast that. It's absolutely fantastic.
You do you put the peanut butter on before or after the cooking?
You make a peanut butter sandwich, and then you make French toast with that.
No jelly?
No, just peanut butter.
Oh. You know, it doesn't sound terrible, but here's a thought. Maybe you make the French toast, right? And you just spread the peanut butter on one side. And then when the French toast is done cooking, then you slather some jelly on the other side and slap that bastard together.
I mean, that's an option, but you should try this.
Okay.
First, I promise it's delicious.
Next inn we get to, we'll order a couple. See how they go down.
Mark my words, you'll enjoy it. And she looks at Shay and kind of stares at her and pauses for a minute, and she's like, do you ever think about if this will ever end? What it would be like? What would we do?
I mean, I would like to think we'd just go back to doing what we were doing, but to be honest with you, we haven't had a ton of time to kind of be alone with our thoughts. Well, I haven't, and I really kind of hate that anyway, because I get mixed up in my own head, and it just drives me nuts, so I kind of just distract myself a lot.
Well, that big fellow will follow you anywhere.
Well, you know, I appreciate it, but he's free to do what he wants, and if our paths go down the same road, then great. If not, so be it.
This carefree attitude, I don't know how you've carried it through all these trying times.
It's mountains and mountains of denial. I promise you. It's great. You should try it. Oh, she goes, oh, this helps. And she, like, takes out a flask and, like, offers it.
And she kind of stares at it for a while. Because I don't think she drinks often, but I think she's definitely drank before. And she takes a small sip and hands it back to her. Kind of like a sip because it was handed to her.
Right, just a being polite kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then kind of hands it back. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good start, but I'll show you. This I call it denial juice. It's great, and she just like fucking takes a huge slug off of it.
Denial juice.
Adam and Austin, you could say no. Can you roll a persuasion check on her?
To like get her to do more, to drink more.
To get her to like take a slug, like with that little little thing.
Hey Adam, give me a persuasion check to see how much.
I was gonna say performance might be good, but
Sorry,
they're the same
Austin.
exact thing. No, that's I'm okay with that.
Hey Adam, can you give me a performance check?
I can. It was a 16 total.
Oh,
I don't know what you roll against that, if you wanted to or not.
No, yeah, I just wanted to see like how she.
Hey
got
John,
on the check.
can you give me a wisdom save?
That's actually pretty perfect.
I'm going to willingly fail.
Yeah.
As the player.
That's some true denial right there. Fuck it.
Yeah. So she takes a big old slug.
Oh yeah, you're gonna sleep like a fucking baby. Do you ever wonder about that? I hear kids don't really sleep all that well.
That stuff really burns.
Yes, yeah, that's how you know it's bad. It's the cheap shit.
It is bad good.
You know, it's good in the sense that it's cheap. And she like smiles and nods. Like I feel like if she was buying beer in this world, she'd be like a Keystone Ice kind of chick. Like
nice.
Yeah.
Bush Light.
but like if somebody's got like, you know, like a craft stout and they're offering, she's drinking as many as she can without being like noticed to be rude. She's like putting them away, and like she might like drink like 3, and And like, if somebody offers her one, she'll be like, "Oh no, I'm still nursing this first one." Like,
Yeah. Shyster. Love it.
yeah.
And Ike's kind of like, whew, that's a different feeling than I'm used to.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Hey, can I do it? Well, no, never mind. I was gonna say, can I do? We're in the mountains. I was gonna do a survival check for any things to make herbal cigarettes with while we're up here, because it's really good to be drunk and high on watch. But I believe we're above where plant life is bountiful. Yeah. She goes. Don't worry. If you ever feel you need it, when we get back into more hospitable areas, we might be able to find some stuff that's just as good and doesn't burn so much going down. Well, it will burn, but in a different way.
That might be fun.
Yeah. She takes out her like a piece of paper and she writes in quotes, "That might be fun," and then she draws an X with a line. She goes, "I'm gonna need you to sign this."
Okay.
That's how you get that in writing.
And she signs it.
Mostly so she can hold it over your head when you're sober.
Like it.
Yeah.
What do you and Gek normally do on watch? Because I know you don't always watch properly.
I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I don't think this is gonna surprise you, but it's a very lackadaisical watch. We keep our ears open. We stay quiet for the most part, but with that big bastard, we haven't run into anything that I gotta worry about. So, yeah, are we as vigilant as you and the old man in there? Definitely not. But nobody's died yet, so that's good.
But what do you do for
fun?
What does yes.
Fun I think is the word you're looking for?
Yes.
I mean, he likes to throw rocks at stuff. It's a lot of throwing and shooting. It's basically a lot of ranged attacks at things, to be honest with you. It passes the time.
Like, what does he... So I just pick up this rock and throw it at that tree?
What's Gek? What's Gek's? Does he have like hand axes or something, or javelins?
Yeah,
right? He's got javelins.
He's got hand axes. I think he's got some javelins.
So
she's got a crossbow, and Gek's got the hand axes and javelins.
Okay, so she takes. Let's see what's around. I got it. So she's. I imagine her backpack is somewhat like satchel-like, right? So she takes the satchel and she holds the strap so it's dangling up to like a tree, and she goes, "Try and shoot it through the hole." I've been like, "This is what we would do. You don't have to, but that's what we do."
I mean, that's dangerous.
It's super dangerous.
I don't like this.
Well,
and you don't have to do it. But she fires a shot.
I'm pretty sure you should have to do that with disadvantage also, by the way.
All this talk of alcohol is making me thirsty, so I'm going to go get myself a
okay, either way, it's an 8.
8?
Which I think would
total?
Hit a tree. Yeah. Wait, no, it's probably less than that. It's probably like a 4 total.
Well, I got to tell you, it wouldn't hit my AC, which is very important. Let's say, so, okay, you said it was a 4?
Let me go get Ike's crossbow. But I'm pretty sure that that's a 4, yes. I rolled a 2 on the first roll, dude. Yeah, so 6 total, yeah.
Okay, so I think it's fun if it misses. So she goes, okay, look, I can tell you're not a veteran when it comes to the old brown water there. So So give it another go. And this time she
8.
yeah, that sounds better, right? I mean, you're still not hitting
Yeah.
me. So yeah, let's say you just kind of, you just like hit it in the middle. She's like, yeah, see, there it is. Like, little danger, little combat training. I figured that'd be right up your alley. You seem one to like always be practicing, ABP,
I mean,
like they say.
It's always good to practice your ranged attacks, but do you have to stand there?
I mean, no, but what else are we? I mean, do you have like nails or something? Like, we could hang this thing, I suppose, but I don't really know how.
Well, it should be hanging there now on an arrow, right? Theoretically.
Right, but if you think about that, if you would hang like a satchel or a messenger bag, the gap between the straps, if it's hanging on one arrow, would be very small. So here's what we'll do.
Yeah.
She goes, all right, shoot another arrow.
Well, wait, we brought climbing gear. We have plenty of things
We
to
have
do.
climbing gear?
Yes, we were coming to the mountains, so
Okay,
we would have
so-
gotten couch.
so
I
we'll-
know I mentioned all of
So
that.
we'll take a couple of like pitons or
Pittons,
whatever,
yeah.
and we'll nail those into the tree. We'll hang it in there so it makes like a loop or a box or something.
There we go. Some fucking pitons, pittons, whatever you want to call them. I think one of the dudes on Glass Cannon called them pittons. Probably fucking Matthew.
Climbing piton. There we go.
I've always known pitons as well.
I got this. How to pronounce pitons? Pitons. It's pitons.
Okay,
Pitons.
it is pitons.
Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, but yeah, so we take some pitons, we make a loop, something to shoot at. I don't know why the fuck we picked the bag, but whatever. And she joins you, taking just a couple of shots, and she'll keep an eye out for like a squirrel or something, something that moves. That's fun. But yeah, we could pass the time, drinking and shooting stuff.
Yeah, she would continue on with that for a while.
I'm not a big
And,
fan of his, but Luke Bryan has a song called "Drinking Beer and Wasting Bullets." I mean, it's basically what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Essentially.
Yeah. But yeah.
Except I would say arrows are less
You're not wasting
less
them.
quick.
They're
Well, they're less
retrievable.
quickly, and they're less quickly fatal.
Oh yeah.
like-
Well, yeah. You're not gonna kill me with with one arrow.
Mm-mm.
So
One bullet?
well,
I mean, I could kill you with one arrow, but it's got to be the right shot. With one bullet, I get into a lot of places and kill you.
Well, oh yeah. You're talking real life. I'm talking D&D.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even in D&D, like one bullet,
It's not
it's
gonna
gonna
kill
be
you.
tough to kill us. But if it's the right gun
Yeah.
and you crit,
Yeah, I think there's a.
there's a couple like 3D6 or 3D8 guns.
Yeah,
Something.
I don't know. I used to know more about them when I was playing a gunslinger, but yeah, no, so after a while of this, I think there's one that's 2D12.
What page? Do you have the page number for that by any
No,
chance?
I don't. I googled
Okay.
it. But also, we don't know that there's guns in this. I can present.
No.
I
I'm
can
not even.
present that to you so you can look at it.
No,
But
I found it.
so
yeah.
after a
Thank you,
while of this, she's like,
There's a laser pistol that does 3d6,
in
and an antimatter rifle that does 68.
what the fuck game? What book is that in?
That is futuristic items.
Oh, all right.
In the Dungeon Master game, it's got figuring out alien technology. You got firearms. You got Renaissance, modern, and futuristic. And then there's even explosives. Renaissance, you got bomb, gunpowder, and then modern, you have like dynamite, grenade,
Gotcha.
smoke grenade, grenade launcher.
So after a while of this, she's like, look, you know, I'm not exactly the like I told you, I'm not the counseling type, but did you pick me just because you felt you wanted to be distracted, or was there something else? Either answer is fine.
If I snap, I know you'll do the job. Thrawn might hesitate. I can't have that.
All right, fair enough. If I mean, wait, who did you say won't do the job, Gek or Throm?
No, Thrawn might hesitate. She knows
Yeah, he probably
that Thrawn would. She believes he would do it, but he might hesitate, and that could be fatal. He does not believe Shay's going to hesitate a moment.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, no, I can get on board
And
with that.
she knows Gek won't do it, and then you guys are facing her and Gek as zombies, and you're dead.
Yeah. Well, I would imagine Gek
In her mind, not that you would be, but that's what terrifies her.
Sure.
She's having flashes and visions of her ripping you guys apart, her and Gek ripping you apart, her ripping Gek apart. Like it's
sure
not good.
I would imagine if it did happen on and Gek's the only one around, that there would be some grapple checks, you know.
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff would go.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be just. But that's not what she doesn't see grapple checks.
Right.
She sees.
Right. No, I get it.
Yeah.
So she goes, fair enough. That makes a lot of sense to me. You know, she goes and pulls some arrows out of the tree and brings them back and just keeps chilling. I mean, she realizes that Ike maybe needs whatever's going on here, and just kind of follows her lead.
I think Ike's more herself now. Like she didn't pick her because she could help her distract herself, but once she was there, she realized she could.
Right. But yeah,
you gotta pass the time somehow.
Right. Yeah. I mean, are we switching watches now?
I mean, I feel like
you guys look at whatever kind of watch system they have in this world, and you guys realize it's time to switch.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's digital.
Yeah.
Casio. With the keyboard.
It's
the only watch that
Shay's
exists
just
in the
like,
whole
hey
world.
Siri, what time is it? Yeah. So Shay goes in and wakes the other two up, and she goes, hey, you two, wake up. 1, it's your turn. 2, you're gonna want to see this. And she basically means that Ike is like buzzed and or drunk, whatever. But
and Ike walks in the tent and goes, I think I'm tired. And she's a little wobbly. She probably hit that thing a few more times.
Shay takes Ike's bag, dumps everything out of it in the corner of the tent, and leaves it by her head. She's like, if you're gonna lose it into there and not on me, please and thank you.
And she whispers into Gek's ear as he passes, I hit 21 bullseyes, beat that. And she falls down on the bed.
Shay
to pass out.
Shay holds up like 3 fingers and just like it was only 3.
And and Gek just looks real confused. What the hell were you doing? Like, I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Come on, Throm.
We'll talk about it in the morning. And Shay hits the sack. Throm exits the tent. and he's we'll start our watch. And he's like, I don't know how you and my sister usually handle this, but your sister and I kind of just walk a circle around and kind of on opposite sides. Not much to it, but
Circles, watching. What are you thinking about, Throm? We have got to start working on a cure for Ike. She does not know what's wrong. She can't figure it out, so me and you have to figure out a cure.
my friend,
There's something wrong with her.
you're right. There definitely is. The unfortunate part is it is beyond my capabilities. So the best thing we can do for her is get to our destination, as she declared, and see if there's help there. We're already closer to Icespire than we are to returning to Phandalin. So, our best hope is to get there, complete the mission, and if there's no help there, we haul ass back to Phandalin and hope that the right kind of help has arrived there. Do you have a better option? I'm open to suggestion. He knows that you probably don't, but he wants Gek to feel like included, so like he's part of the solution.
We can make medicine. They have plants that are medicine. I've seen the medicine ladies. We can make a medicine plant and make a medicine out of a plant. I know we can.
Austin, we're like above like the tree line and shit, so there's probably not a ton of shit around, right?
No, just scrub brush. Nothing higher than like there's a lone tree maybe here or there.
Right.
But
Okay. That's
those are all small and
right.
nothing really above your knees.
Pretty barren. He says, my good boy, look around you. We are in an area where there's very little plant life. My capabilities are more of the divine than the natural world. If I had an answer, if those properties were found in some sort of vegetation around here, I'd have already done it. But for now, I see no better options. Your sister's a very, very intelligent woman, and I trust in her decisions. Do you not?
I do, but we can't just sit here. I can't just sit here.
Okay. Then you tell me what you'd like to do right now, and we can discuss it. It'd be a nice way to pass the time. He knows you probably don't have anything other than just going, but we can't just go.
How?
I know, it's frustrating. I'm equally frustrated. Maybe not, but I imagine you're slightly more frustrated. I'm
You
sure
don't
she means a great
seem
deal
it.
to you. Yes, I know. But in times like these, cooler heads prevail. I know that's not your strong suit, but
my head is way closer to the sun than yours. It's gonna be a lot hotter than yours.
That's an excellent point. Now, while cooler heads may prevail, the fact that your head does not remain cool is what makes you special in the first place. So, again, if you have ideas, please present them. I'm more than open to suggestion because I would like to cure her as well.
Well, if we need to get there faster, can we build a sled to drag the tent to rest on?
Oh, you're proposing some sort of mobile resting area.
I could chop down trees.
I, I'm not very handy with those types of things, but if that's how you would like to spend your watch, by all means, I would say try to limit the noise, just on the off chance. We haven't seen any of those nasty boys around, but if you'd like to do that, by all means. I don't think we're too far away, though. So perhaps your time may be better served just resting those big, strong muscles. But that is your decision. You're free to do what you like.
You just sit and do nothing.
Yes, you're correct. And I hate it as much as you do.
Oh God. He is so like frustrated right now.
I get it, yeah. And you know what's the fucked
I love
up?
it. I absolutely love it.
Well, the fucked up part is Throm.
I'm frustrated as a player, but in the best way.
But like Throm doesn't know how to fucking make this hothead calm the fuck down. Like he's
No.
he's trying to lead by example more than anything, and that's not gonna fucking work.
No.
Yeah. So yeah. But and really, as I said, he's just trying to, he's trying to keep him. He's trying to keep him like included. Like I feel like not that Gek ever really wants to be part of the strategy or the strategic planning, but like he's thinking maybe if he can keep his mind thinking of a solution, he can keep him from being frustrated. Oh fuck! Oh, you know what I could do? How long does that last? Duration? Oh, that's not worth it. I was gonna say I could cast calm emotions on him, but it only lasts for a minute, so fuck that.
But that could be long enough to kind of calm him down.
All right. I mean, I
don't know. I mean, you could try it. It could go poorly.
I mean, yeah, we can do that.
Would Throm do it or not? That's the question.
Well, I mean, he needs an hour of preparation. I could see that frustration coming out right away, like in Gek, and like maybe after an hour of bullshitting, he fucking gets his shit together, and maybe he'd try it. And he'd say he'd say something like this. He's like I know that my magics haven't helped your sister, and for that I apologize, and I feel like somewhat of a failure, but perhaps my magics can help you if you'll let me.
Her arm got worse. Your magics aren't good. Your magics hurt.
No.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I believe Throm brought her back to life in the last battle, so he would have seen that. He says, "Do you not recall? But half a day ago, when your sister bravely fell."
I recall.
Okay, I could help ease your mind for a short bit, but that's up to you.
We can try.
All right. I don't know. Can you willingly fail stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can willingly fail.
I mean, it's a DC 12 charisma save.
Yeah.
You attempt.
He will willingly fail.
Yep. Let's see. Suppress any effect targeted, charmed, or I mean, really, this has like mechanical functions, but
I'm just gonna like role play it as
sure.
Kind of. I'm so angry, Throm. Yeah, I'm so angry. I don't know why, Throm.
I know why. And
why this happened to her?
Because she's brave. She stood in front of that giant beast bravely, and she protected all of us. Take pride in that.
She's gonna die.
She's not going to die. I won't hear that kind of talk anymore. Deal?
She's giving up.
She's not giving up. My friend, you heard my sister say that if the time came, she would do what needed to be done, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if your sister had given up, do you think she would be asleep in that tent right now? Do you not think she would have asked my sister to just do what needed to be done while you rested your pretty head?
Do you think my sister would trust your sister to do it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, who of the three of us, meaning you, myself, and my sister, who better to do the job? You're not going to do it. You love her too much. I think she's far too valuable to our needs. I couldn't. I would struggle with that. But Shay's got that certain something.
But Ike never does anything right away. She plans everything.
You're right.
I'm worried about her.
Well, then I think you need to tell her that. If she doesn't already know it. I'm sure she does, but this is a conversation better had with her. Tell her.
Fuck you, Adam.
I mean, look, I know you don't want to role play with yourself, but this is what he would say. Like,
No, I don't mind it. I just don't. It's like, okay, now I'm leaving everybody out.
no, I don't give a
Well,
fuck.
that's the story.
I will
That's just
listen to
the
you talk to
people
yourself
for
for an
characters.
hour.
I know you will.
Do you have any beers I can drink while you talk to yourself?
Anyway,
He says, look, if you'd like me to kind of break that ice with her one-on-one, I'll do it. But I'm not going to get you a message across as well as you'd like to. I can present a logical line of thinking towards her, which not your strong suit, but that passion that's got to come from you, friend.
We can talk to her.
All right. Until then, we keep going, right?
I'm gonna go dig a hole.
Cool. What for? You gotta make a boom boom.
'Cause I gotta do something.
Oh yeah, shit. I get it.
and he spends whatever, like, the next however much longer the watch is, just digging a big hole.
Okay. That'll work.
All right.
All right, Joey Tribbiani.
So,
As far down as he can get, and if he keeps hitting rock, he's just gonna get more frustrated.
so as you guys are,
He goes, dig wider. If you hit rock, go sideways. The hole will be enormous.
so as you start digging this future latrine, Adam.
What's up?
So you guys are sort of chilling now. Well, you talked, and now he's gone off, sort of just over there, whoever, right? Just a bit off. You mean?
Yeah, not out of eyesight.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so now you're sitting there with your own thoughts. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. Come on, dice. Be good to me. You know what I've always wondered? And I'm going to roll this and I'm going to give you the result. But here's something I've always wondered. And John, you may be able to chime in on this. If you roll, like I have a +4 to my perception. If I roll lower than a 10, that's lower than my passive perception.
No,
Shit.
because your passive perception is your ability to perceive when you're not looking for something.
Right.
So, like,
If I'm staring at the wall and someone comes in my house, I hear the door open. That's my passive perception. If I'm looking through a crate for an item, that's a perception check. And
Right.
if I fail that, my passive perception has nothing to do with it. It's like your peripheral vision, essentially.
No, I know, I get that, but do you understand what I was digging at? That, like, it to me,
I get what you're getting at, like, but there are abilities in the game that give you
right. No, I
you get a
it.
10 on these certain checks.
I wasn't
or there.
like
I don't
it
know
was
perception's
more
anywhere in there, but
not mechanics. Like it was me trying to reconcile that. But anyway, I rolled a nat 20 plus 4 for a 24. That die rolled a long time. But yes, so I
is
rolled
that green one rounded edges?
It's it's my Troy LaValle.
I think I have the
neon
same one.
green.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you roll?
A nat 20 for a 24.
Jesus.
So whatever it is that you want him to see, he
Well,
or hear, he
fine.
sees or hears.
Not necessarily, but
No, I know. I'm just kidding. If it's
I was
got
gonna-
legitimately, if its stealth check is 26, he doesn't see it.
for sure.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's a good idea.
Let me roll up this rogue stealth with plus 12.
Nope.
What do I see and or hear?
He is pretty fucking stealth, but you notice as you start sitting there, you notice, off in the darkness, a little bit ahead of where you guys are planning on going in the direction of your travel, you see the same little boy sitting there behind a tree. And the reason I'm telling you, because now you've seen what he looks like, you've seen him before.
Right.
You know that there is a little boy in the area. So you essentially look up and you see a small boy shape sort of behind the side of a tree that looks like he's sort of watching or sleeping. You can't really tell.
Okay.
So you see a boy. He's kind of far away, and you're not sure. There's gravel and rocks and shit. So you intuit it might be hard to necessarily get to him, but he does. I mean, you guys have night vision.
Right. Well, if it's gonna be hard to get to him, it could be hard for him to get away. Also, God. So here's what I want to do, but I don't know that it's possible.
Hit me.
What I want to do is get Gek's attention. Ooh, but that. So here's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I want to get Gek's attention to like go get this kid, but I'm afraid that Gek will just fucking kill him. So, because I think he
don't know
yelled
either.
that out loud with his mouth hole.
I don't know what he would do yet.
Didn't
We'll
he
figure
say
that out.
something? I think he said
He said
that.
something along those lines. I'll get you, kid.
Right. So, how far away is he, Austin?
30 meters.
Okay. Well, he's going to so like if I'm looking at the kid, can we say like Gek is off to my 3 o'clock?
I mean, he is digging a hole.
Right.
It's probably big enough for
Right.
an
Well,
8-year-old.
No, God, that is not where I was going with this. But so he's going to not approach quickly, but he's going to like while Gek's digging this hole, he's going to like kind of like try and get the kid's attention, and he's like constantly like holding a finger up, and like like he's not gonna have any weapons or a shield out. He's trying to get this kid's attention, but he doesn't want to spook him.
All right. What kind of check or roll do you want to do for that?
I don't know. I'm open to suggestion. I don't have any skills that are fucking good at this shit.
This is D&D, and dice tell a story. So
if I had to, okay, so based on what I wanted to, so like, Okay, answer me this before we do that. Do you think that those like the psst would get the kids' attention?
Probably. There's not a lot of
Okay.
noise up there.
Okay, in that case, I would suggest a
Give me a roll.
persuasion roll.
Sure.
Digging a hole.
Right.
Just digging
Okay.
a hole.
I suck at these, so
Digging a hole.
tell you what, I'm gonna roll it in. I'm gonna roll it in the fucking thing. Only got a +1. Here we go. Shit.
Digging a hole.
I rolled a 4. 3 + 1 for a 4.
Digging a hole. The kid couldn't hear it because fucking Gex screaming, singing over there.
All right. Well, yeah.
You make the call.
He wakes up and he looks terrified, he's about to run.
Gek takes it, or fucking Jesus Christ, I can't even remember my own character. Throm like takes a knee, like, look, I'm not gonna chase you. He's just like, he kind of like he like puts the one finger shh kind of thing up, and he says, he like waves him over. Like,
Right.
and like he'll be like on the other side of the tent so that like Gek can't see him. Plus Gek's in the hole, so I don't know if he can see over the edge, but
So this kid pulls.
Well, he's
out,
8 foot tall, so I'm
Right.
hoping so.
This kid
He
pulls
hasn't-
out like a small dagger. Like I don't even. It's not really to him. It's a dagger. To you, it's like a whittling knife.
it's like a letter opener.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah. Throm takes his hammer off his belt and sets it on the ground, and then just puts his hand. He
he's
puts his
holding
hand.
it out like this. He's not being super. He just sort of has it like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing with this knife, and he starts walking closer to you. His eyes are wide, but he's still walking to you for whatever reason, even though he's terrified.
Okay. Well.
Digging a hole.
Is he within like earshot of a whisper at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, he says, hey. He says,
Ow! That was my toe.
he says, I can't whisper in this voice, so I'm just gonna do this regularly. He says, you hear that big guy over there digging the hole? You know, the song. He's not a huge fan of you. I can help you, but you gotta put that thing down. What do you say?
He doesn't put it down, but he puts it in his belt, like a lost boy from Robin. Not from Robin Hood, from Peter Pan.
Right. So he says, last I heard from that big man, he wants to tear your goddamn head off. So, real quick, you need to tell me why you set us up. And don't lie.
Well, I told you a half lie.
Well,
I
tell
mean-
me the whole truth.
They have my family, but they have other families too. There's an abandoned city. It's a city, and by the not the big one at the top, Ice Spire, but there's another one, and these guys, they've been stealing people, and they have my family, so they do have it's not zombies, but it's just them, those Redbeard gang. They have my family, and I'm trying to work because to get my family out, but there's all of them there, and I can show you and everything, but you can see it. I mean, because they're at the bottom of this valley thing, so you could see them, and like I'll show you where they're at and everything. But I mean, I know I lied to you before, and I'm sorry, but I don't know what to do.
He says, okay, boy, I believe you told us your name last time, but what is your name? Remind me. I don't remember if you gave him a name, but you can make up a new one and we'll go with it.
Everyone just calls me Johnny Boy.
Okay. Now, Johnny boy, I want to believe you, but you're gonna have to give me a reason why I should.
Well,
Because
there's
me
three more.
and my friend in there almost lost our lives last time thanks to your little ambush.
Well, that's why it worked. That's why I got the red stone. He pulls out the red stone, and you see it's actually like a red. It's not a stone. You can see in the moonlight. It's actually glinting at like a crystal.
Okay.
Uh, and the Redbeards, they have these, they use these, and when you do something for them, they give them to them, and when you get enough, you can go and you can free them and stuff. So that's why I really needed my red rocks, because I need more red rocks so I can get my family out. I have enough for my mama and my sister, and now my other sister, but I got a little brother, and I mean, I can show them to you, and then I mean, I can try and go and free them, but if you get a mean one, they'll just take you, and then they'll just take your stones. So out here, I'm kind of free, but if I go in there, I could free them, or they might take me too. So, I mean, I know you guys are captains, and I know that they killed captains and took and took and took their robes and stuff, but I'm from Icespire, and I can tell you the rest of the way. But Icespire doesn't know about the slavers because they're super like smart, I guess, or at least the boss is.
Okay. Um, can I want to roll like an insight check on everything he's told me.
Sure, go for it.
Fucking balls. A goddamn 4, so never mind. But I have an idea. He says, okay, boy.
I'd like to think real quick that the 4 is also because he just told you a lie that also sounded very believable. So you're just having a very hard time trusting what he's saying.
Well, kids and shit, right? Everything they say sounds the same, so.
Yeah.
Plus it's dark and maybe I can't get a good look at his face. There's all kinds of reasons. But here's my idea. He says, alright, boy. It sounds like you're fairly desperate. So, as collateral, I'm going to ask that you give me all of the red stones you have in exchange for me and my party's help. It's the only thing that's going to keep you alive if my friend over there finds out I'm even talking to you. He might not be too fond of me, even. He may come after me. So I'm taking kind of a big risk here, too. So do we have a deal? And basically, he's just looking for collateral.
I can give you the rocks, but that's my family.
I understand that. But if we go in there...
He starts crying a little bit, and then he gives it to you. Like
right.
he's sort of like tears are just streaming down his face. He's not like making any noise or sounds or anything, but you can just see the moonlight glinting off of like tears streaming down his face.
He says, okay, calm yourself. I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna go have a talk with my friend over there. You stay hidden. Don't go anywhere. Or else you'll lose your rocks. So give me a minute. Okay?
Okay, I think I'll go back to my tree because I can climb it really fast if I have to.
That sounds great. Maybe get up high because maybe like a really cushy part because that guy loves to chop down trees, and he will not hesitate to chop down the one you're in.
Well, there's some more. He seems really good at chopping heads off, so that was good.
Right. Yes, you've seen how he's good at heads. He's also really great with trees because trees are way less mobile than heads. So, give me a bit of time, and I'll come retrieve you when the time is right. Okay? Okay, run along. And so he walks over to Gek. And he says, fantastic hole, my friend. It's looking great.
I gotta say, it's some of my best work.
It's a great hole. So many uses. I mean,
Look over there. I kind of left some dirt. It's like a chair.
that's
Try it out.
it's a really good idea. Okay, definitely would love to try out the dirt chair, but first, I have a bit of a pressing issue. Before we wake the ladies, and then he says something's come up, and he shows him how many of these rocks do I have?
You got 3.
3. Okay, so and when we went through that kid's bag,
Oh, where'd you get those?
did we have all of them when we went through it? Was
Those
there
are
3 of them
pretty.
when we searched his bag the last time?
Yes.
Okay. He says, "These look familiar to you?" They should.
Yeah. Those kids that he had those stones.
Yep, he sure did. Okay, now, while you were hard at work digging this wonderful hole,
Did you kill him?
no,
Yeah, you did. Good job, Drum. Finally, you came through.
pump the brakes, big man. He's come back. I've sent him off. He's going to be.
Where is he?
I know. He's going to be difficult for you to find, but I wanted to come to you first because
Why
I
are
know
you hiding him?
because I know your lust for vengeance against him is strong. So, hear me out. I believe that his family is in need of help, and he did set us up. But, according to him, he needs these rocks to free his family.
So good.
So, now we have his collateral.
It should have made you take off your headphones, John, so you can hear all this just from his.
So you want to hear? You want to help the kid that tried to kill us? That nearly killed my sister.
Yep.
You want to help
I
him?
fell as well. Those people that attacked
You
us.
go tell her that.
By her, you meant Ike, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. I will gladly tell her that, but I wanted to come to you first because I know you had quite the axe to grind with that young man. Now, those people, if you'll recall, they had letters. They offed captains that were integral to the salvation of Phandalin. They're not good
Wait,
for...
there's more captain killers.
Yeah.
We'll kill them if there's more.
Yep.
But are you sure there's more?
According to the young man, there are. Now,
Yeah, but he's a shit.
you're right. He did us wrong, but now we have collateral to ensure his allegiance to us.
No, Ike needs to talk to him.
Okay, that's quite all right. Why don't you go back? Why don't you keep digging the hole? In fact, why don't you make 4 more chairs so that we can all rest in the hole and enjoy its luxury? I'll go talk to the boy.
That's an idea.
All right.
And he starts kind of digging the dirt
Okay.
as Throm walks away.
Yeah, so Throm tries to break line of sight and whatever, and
Gek is trying to see wherever Throm's going.
but Throm's not stealthy, so you probably can.
Yeah, the moonlight's out. You can see him, especially with
Yeah.
your eyesight.
He says he goes to the tree and he says, "Look, boy, you're going to have to wait until the rest of our party. Hang on, I gotta sneeze."
Digging a hole.
He says, "You're going to have to wait until the rest of our party recoups their strength. I think the big man is on board, but not until his sister is on board. She and I fell in battle due to your transgressions. So you stay here. I'll finish our watch. When they awake, We will discuss it as a group, and you'll be able to see me. You'll know if I take off with your stones. But for now, I'm keeping them here to keep you honest.
Okay, I don't really have anywhere else to go.
I didn't think so. We'll see you in a bit. And so
Digging a hole, just digging a hole.
he goes back to Gek and says, the boy doesn't have much in the way of motivations to run now that we have his collateral. So he will await our decision.
Go get Ike.
Well, let's make sure they get their strength. And I don't know how close
You guys-
this was
you guys
to wake up
wait-
time. So
You guys wait however long until the right before dawn when you would normally wake them up, and
No.
you go, and then they wake up on their own.
So when he heads to go wake them up, Ike Gek's still digging his hole, is singing loudly as he has been, and as soon as Throm is headed towards the tent and he sees him walk in it, still singing, he starts walking, axe over his shoulder towards that fucking tree.
do I see this? Should I make
Oh,
a
it was
perception
once.
check?
It was once he went in the tent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he waited for Throm to go in the tent, and he's singing and walking towards it.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
tents. I love this. Tents aren't soundproof, so I would
No.
definitely notice a directional change in where your voice is. So if I notice it, I notice.
Yeah, that's
I don't care.
that's up to definitely.
I don't care either way. Austin, you got to
That's
make
up
a
to
call.
the DM.
What's the question?
So Gek was digging his hole,
Yeah.
but he's going to head towards the tree where he saw Throm talking to the boy, but he's going to keep singing his digging the hole song to make people think that he's still digging his hole.
Well, they can obviously hear you moving, and the kid can definitely see you. Like this is like dawn.
Right.
If anyone's
Yeah.
looking at you, they can tell that you're.
No, he can see me there in the tent, and I don't know what's going to happen from there.
basically,
I'm
it's-
just saying he's walking there. What happens
So-
next is up to
He climbs up
roleplay
the
in the
tree.
game.
So
The kid
basically,
would see you, and the kid's up the tree.
basically, tell me if Throm, and I can roll for something. Tell me if Throm would notice that he is not digging his hole anymore, and
Give me a
he's
perception
moving.
check.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna roll it on the table. 23.
You probably see. You probably are very aware of what's going on. Your senses are heightened. You know there's a kid around. Like you're now more aware of the possibility of more bandits and shit.
Okay, so what he's gonna do, since he's already in the tent, he goes, "Hey, you two, get your asses out of bed. We have a situation." And
got-
he bolts out of the tent.
Go.
And
Just
he said,
digging a hole, and
once he gets
he's
out of the tent,
looking
how close
dead
is he,
at this
how
kid.
close is he to the tree when Throm gets out of the tent?
That's up to Austin.
Yeah, that's who I was asking.
Yeah.
I mean, he's up the tree. You're not gonna be able to like. Are you gonna try? Like, what's your intent here?
He's walking up to the tree with his axe. He's
Yeah,
gonna take a
chop that
swing at the
motherfucker- he's
tree.
gonna chop that tree down.
Yeah, he's gonna take a swing
didn't-
at the tree. That
I
doesn't
didn't-
mean he's gonna take the tree down in one
Right, he's
fell swoop.
Likely not gonna one-shot the tree.
Well,
Unless
Exactly.
it's
Like,
a-
In my mind, the way that the campsite and where he was and where you were digging your tree or digging your hole was less than like 20 meters. Like that's a few short strides. So they would be able to like, and you were on the other side of the camp. Here's the camp, and there's the tree. So you kind of have to walk past the campsite
right.
to get to the tree. That was the way that was in my mind.
If the camp was
Yeah.
center of a clock, the tree was at 12,
like
and the
I
hole
don't
was at
care.
3.
You just tell me where I'm at. I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Right, so you're like a little bit ahead of them, but they'd be able to catch up to you before you started
Okay.
like
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, so Throm bolts out of the tent. He says, "Gek, wait. Your
Wait
sister's
for
awake.
what?
Your sister's awake. You said we would talk." You told me
You
that.
talked.
No.
I waited.
You told me you would ask Ike. I thought you were a man of your word.
She's not gonna agree with some punk who tried to have her killed.
You don't know that. You
And
should
if she is, she's out of her head.
ask her yourself then. Before you
I
take
think-
vengeance upon this child. It's a child, man.
I think I'll decide whether or not I'm out of my head.
That's what I was trying to tell him.
What's going on with the child?
Gek, would you like to tell her or would you like I to?
I'm not the one dealing and coordinating with him.
Alright.
I want to chop him out of this tree.
Okay, so Throm gives Ike the quick and dirty on what's going on. Like, because he wants to give her all the details, but he realizes that Gek may not allow for that.
Yeah.
So, go, John.
Let's... He's a child, Gek. Let's at least listen to him and see what he has to say.
Shay comes out and says, "Motherfucker, put the axe down. It's a goddamn kid."
Buddy!
I know.
Buddy,
She draws her bow on him.
you know I can take that.
I don't
Any
care.
is
I
there
don't
any
care.
other? Is there any other trees like nearby, like
Oh.
saplings or anything?
Sure.
Austin,
It's fantasy.
Yes, there are. Because
he just starts swinging away at the nearest tree. Ah!
Shay lowers her
so
bow.
the kid pipes up and says, "You know, I don't blame you. But it's like I get it, but there are some in a way." I was forced to do what I had to do, so the people who try to kill you are the ones that I'm trying to show you, and I'll stay with you anyways the whole time, and I'll be right there next to you. And if I'm lying
Gotta
to
put
you,
another dagger in my back. I don't think so.
Throm says, "Kid, I see what you're trying to do.
you
You're
can
not
just,
helping
but,
your own
but
cause."
I'll just stay with you, and if I'm lying, just kill me because I need to save my family.
There you go, Gek. He's
I'll-
he has no no motivation to live.
Ike would like to call him out of the tree. Please come down and tell me the story, all of it. And we don't have to redo it, but I'd like to make an insight check as he retells her the story.
So now that he has all four of you here, and he's talking to Shay, and he give me a persuasion check with that. Let me see
To
how
get him to
much.
come down.
Let me see how
Okay.
much he trusts you, because he's got I like to. Let's see what the
That's a 16.
I'm gonna
So he
tinkle
comes
while
in-
And she's
listening.
only got a +2, so.
He comes down. He looks like he's a little bit more trusting now, and he's like, "Well, I mean, what the fuck am I gonna do?" And he's like, he tells you the story of the living in
Yeah.
Icefire. He tells you the story of, he knew like everyone knew trying to get a path between Icefire and Phandalin. Some people at the beginning of the zombie days, when it started to go out and like to try and find the path, right? But it was very treacherous. I like to think that they reorganized their efforts and stuff, but shit got heavy elsewhere, and it wasn't until recently that Icespire once again tried to redevelop this path and down these mountain ways. And people, they asked for family volunteers again, and this kid's family was poor, and they were like, "Sure, for what you guys are offering, we'll go." And he tells you the story of the different families getting attacked essentially at night by men who there was this perception that only the zombies were a danger, and they essentially have them in this old abandoned city near Icespire, and they're
Okay.
just basically, they're just in pens like hogs, and
Okay.
they're being sold or whatever. And they used these rocks and whatnot, and he said that he would do anything to get his family free, and so they said, "All right, you're a kid, and you know the rest."
I'd like to make an insight check. That is a 9 plus 2 for an 11.
Once again, which kid-
Shay's standing there? Does she want to make
Shay
one?
I would love to make one, but that's Austin's call.
I would say this is a completely different circumstance. Everyone would probably want to do an insight check because nobody fucking believes this kid.
Okay.
Gek gets a 5.
Hell yeah. Throm, nat 20 for a 22.
Okay, so
There
Throm,
we go.
you get the sense that this kid is telling the truth, and he's also terrified.
Okay.
And then he pulls out the dagger and throws it at Ike's feet.
Okay. Throm says, look, everyone, mainly you, Gek. I know this boy. He's done us wrong. But this is the second time I've heard this story. And I wasn't sure of it the first time, but I could see true conviction in this boy now. He needs our help. Also, these rotters are not helping the cause. They're only going to delay our progress, and more importantly, they're only going to delay helping your sister.
I believe we need to continue to Icespire at all cost. Once we get to Icespire, we can head back and take care of these bandits, but we need to make sure they're aware of what's going on. We need to make them fully aware of everything that's going on around them and get reinforcements there wherever we possibly can.
Hey, Austin, can you, ping on the map about where this kid told us where they were? The bandit, the red beards, I think is what you said.
Yeah, they're right here.
Wait, they're on our way?
Well, I mean, this is a town outside Icespire. You guys are on your way
okay.
out.
Yeah.
When I heard
town outside Icespire.
The way I guess I interpreted was they're kind of in the loop of the P in Icespire. Throm says,
it's an old mining town,
right?
So it's definitely in the mountains.
I guess I just thought it was due north of us, basically. But that's great. Throm says, Ike, obviously I trust your leadership. If we're going to have to get to Icespire anyway, and they're on the most direct route, why not take them out?
If we are attacked by them, we will take them out. I need to get to Icespire.
Throm says, he just kind of nods, and Shay says, what does she say? She says, Ike, we had a good night last night. I really enjoyed myself a hell of a lot more than I ever thought I could. No offense. But, look, this kid, he's missing his family. We're a group of family. We both have siblings here. And day by day, we become more of a family ourselves. If you still say that we go, we go. But family's important. But I'll do
Family
what you
is... Family is very important, you're not wrong. But if you forget, I may not have days. I have to get to Icespire and back to Phandalin to get to the only person that may be able to help me, if he doesn't just make me worse.
Shay gets it. I mean, as much as she wants to help this kid,
I'm sorry that this child is in this predicament. I'm sorry these people are in this predicament. If I have time on the way back, I will gladly go and kill every one of those piece of shit slavers. Right now, I don't know if I'm wasting seconds, hours, days. I don't know.
Uh,
And
Throm
this not
goes.
knowing is killing me.
Throm goes up to the kid, and
Don't talk like that, Ike. Ugh.
Throm goes to the kid,
Sorry.
and No, you're good. He kneels down. And he goes, look, boy. I do understand your predicament, and if we can help, we will. But we can't help as quickly as we'd like. I would love if you came with us, and we will
He's
help.
welcome to travel with us.
We will, as soon as we do what we need to do at Icespire on our way back. Hopefully, we can help you. I apologize. And he hands him his rocks back, like just.
Hey, I wanted those.
He looks at he gives Gek like some serious like shut the fuck up like look.
So the kid walks over to Gek and gives him the stones and says, I can't go back there, so I mean you can hold on to these and then you guys can help when you can, I guess, because I can't. I mean, I might try and sneak back and see if I can help, but those stones aren't. I mean, I don't really trust them because I mean, how?
Nor should you.
Right. Well, right. So.
Can I just say that this feels terrible? But I'm gonna.
It does.
I'm gonna go through with it. But Shay's like.
It's actually, actually, the town, it's kind of on the way. You guys could come and look at it on the over pass, and you could see it and like take notes. And I'm like, I mean, really, like it. I know that the guard in Icespire could come and get these guys if they knew where they're at. But but if you guys could just look at it, and then you would know kind of what to do, and then you could go to Icespire and tell them, hey,
We will at least take notes. That is a simple task we can do on the way by.
okay, so let's. Are you guys? I mean, are you guys ready?
Shay's like already packing up her horse, and she's like, "Kid, get on." Like she's already I feel like she started breaking down the tent as soon as she started hearing this shit. Like,
Yeah.
'cause we need to go. We need to fucking go because she wants to help this kid, but she also it's like 60-40 in Ike's favor versus the kid's favor. So like
Yeah.
she's like everybody shut the fuck up. We're going.
Let's go.
She's like, get on, Johnny.
Johnny boy.
And we go. Let's go. I think Shay's gonna take the lead and kind of like hustle a little bit. Not like full on galloping, but faster than we've been going.
So
Yeah.
you guys get over there. On top of that little dot. And you guys, now I want you guys to think about this. This is all very mountainous, and I'm going to show you this. And all of these maps are always bird's eye view.
Right.
In this case, you guys are actually seeing this as bird's eye view, right? As you've gone, this Johnny Boy has told you guys where the guards are and where the he's like there's this many guards, and then when you guys get there, the houses marked in X's is where he tells you that's where all the families are.
Okay.
And you guys can look down and you guys can see with your eyes, sort of like looking down. So these are walls, but there's no. This is a tent, right? This is all broken, and this is all like broken down stuff.
Sure.
So So that's what you guys can take a sketch of the town, the forces, and
And if we were to come into this place, would we be coming from this like kind
down
of
here.
southern entrance?
Yeah, that's the only entrance.
Okay. Oh, right, because there's a fucking building here. Okay. All right. Well. Yeah. We take notes. I'd fucking bring Ike up front. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's much to strategize here, since there's one fucking entrance. But yeah.
Yeah.
Are we able to like get a rough number on? I see like tokens on this, Austin, but I'm trying not to metagame or anything.
No, you
Do we
can
get
see.
like rough numbers on like how many there are?
You can see the exact number.
Okay.
I mean, like, because
So,
you guys
like,
are
1, 2,
'cause
3,
you guys are
4,
looking.
6
5,
guys.
6.
You guys are looking way down.
And we fought what, 6 last time?
Yep.
6 or 7, and Austin forgot that they had 2 attacks.
Yeah.
I feel like we need like that's obviously also a little meta, but like we did
Yeah.
see them eventually attack twice, so like that's something
So,
that we
well,
would
one
know.
thing I do want to say is that the token sizes themselves are a little like I want to give a correct idea of the space.
Uh-huh.
Like you can like they're really like that like
Right.
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 So and this is I mean we're talking some pretty big distances between these guys
Right.
of where they're at.
Right.
So this is
so
definitely
like
a different battle,
so
especially.
so we think we may have, well, I mean, we can see this, but who's to say there's not more in other buildings?
Well, the kid told you. He pointed out the guards, and that each of the slave like houses usually only has the one. So they normally they have a lot more, but you guys just killed half.
Okay.
You guys
Now, this is another question. Like, there's obviously a lot of structures on this. Like, would we have any reason to? Like, that's a lot of structures for 3 families and what would have been like
it's not
12.
3 families. He doesn't. The kid doesn't know how many families there are, but there could be 10, 15. He's bad with numbers. He doesn't know, but it's a lot of families.
Right, but here's what I'm... Okay, so possibly these could all just be housing slaves. Because, like, if I was looking at this from a bird's eye view and only saw 7 guards, I'd be like, fuck that, there's way more guards in here.
Yeah, and
You know what I'm
guys-
saying?
You guys did just kill the other half.
Right, but even if those ones we killed were here, I'd be like, there'd still be more people here.
That's a sure.
Right. So, like, okay. So, okay. I mean, we have this. That's good. Maybe we can recruit some help when we get to Ice Spire. But let's hippity hop to the barbershop. Cause we should be able to. Oh wait, I missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I got 6.
There's 7.
We're-
There's a blue dot down here. That's the one I missed. Red, green, blue,
yep, I
orange,
missed him.
pink, purple, and
Yep.
yellow. So 7,
Yep,
but still.
I missed the blue one too.
Okay. No, but we have our mission. Let's fucking go.
All right, so
We take the appropriate amount of time to scout this, and then we go.
cool. So you guys then get on the road as you guys leave all of these families to the mercy of the slavers.
Here's the thing about slavers. Like, yes, they're cruel, but killing slaves is a bad investment of time and or money.
Sure. So, I
So
mean,
that's-
there's many other things you can do with slaves
Sure.
and families. Sure.
You can trade them. You can make them work. Yeah. But dead bodies are very worthless.
It's bad. The first thing I thought of is just bad.
Fucking
Yeah,
them.
but
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
it's-
no. Rape, because it's rape. I mean,
Right.
That's what
Well,
you do with slaves.
like,
Minimum.
You know what's funny about that,
I don't
John?
like the idea of the phrase "fucking a slave." No.
Right. You know what made me laugh in my head is the last thing I said before you said that was dead bodies are worthless. And then you start bringing up sex, so I went to necrophilia.
Yeah.
That's probably bad too. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
No,
not
that's
rape.
that's where my head went immediately when you said
Right.
dead bodies
Yeah.
are worthless.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, let's go.
Yeah, 'cause what
We're
could
not
you do
doing anything good here.
What can you do with dead bodies in a zombie apocalypse? That's just crazy.
Throw them out into the wilds and hope the zombies go for them. Use
No,
them
you
as
burn
bait.
them
Well, no,
because
yeah.
they can be turned to zombies.
That's true. You could also use them as like anti-chum though, where like you could throw them away from your place to
But if it adds another body to the.
sure, but maybe that distraction is worth it. Anyway, let's go. We're going.
Maybe. Well, yeah, in a escape fashion. That's
Right.
good. What we doing, Austin? Where we at?
We're going.
You
What
guys
do
are
we
going to
see?
Ice Spire, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going. We did the necessary amount of reconnaissance, and we are off.
There are. But this comes like this.
Oh, I need to make sure I take long rests here.
Yeah, we all long
So
rested.
it's getting close to. Let's say it's like 5:30. You guys made good time, and you guys finally get to Ice Spire.
Hell yeah.
Let's do copy. Paste. Nope.
Are you serious?
What?
Didn't want
Are
that.
you serious?
Sorry. I'm super cereal.
Serious.
Can we
cereal.
find a man bear pig?
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Hey, you just like
Man bear
make it.
pig.
You just make it like a fucking like an owl bear with a fucking like charge or gourd attack.
The best part about that whole thing is that Gore had no problem with it. He found it funny, thought it was pretty good.
Guess what I'm gonna look up right now, John? In the browse monsters, man bear pig, because I can almost guarantee you there's one.
Oh, I guarantee it. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
Austin's probably trying to do stuff here.
please keep going.
So as you guys get to Ice Spire, this beautiful mountainous, walled, heavily fortified city in the mountains. As you guys are coming up to the entrance, you guys see that the interesting terrain, it's uphill up here. It then comes downhill this way, right?
Okay.
So this waterfall is actually falling into the city,
Okay.
and so is this one. And then you see that there's all the water is falling downhill here.
Okay.
Now, the reason I bring this up is because you guys recognize the value from your shit in Pandelver of, hey, this whole area could be turned into one big floodplain.
Right. I
'Cause the
mean,
water-
possibly, but I mean, it all depends on a lot of that depends on rainfall and whatever's feeding this.
so these are just, I mean, yeah, these are
Can
mountainous,
it keep up? I guess is what I'm
mountainous
talking
rivers, huge rivers. Anyways, just wanted to point that out
Mhm.
because you guys tactically would have noticed that, like, the water could easily, basically engulf the front of the city, and that's awesome.
about. Yeah.
You guys start, coming up here and
Yeah.
not.
We're
and then,
going.
there are some guards at this gate, and they see your Captain Raymond. They see that you are in fact not zombies, and
That's
they
cool.
open the gates for you, and a guard comes out and gives you guys a salute, and says, "What can we help you guys with? What do you need?"
You're up, Ike.
So they sorry, I was reading that stat block. So they come up to the gate and got distracted.
Yeah. Sorry.
they come
I'll
up to the
turn it
gate.
off.
No, we're good. And they Ike's like, yes, we're here from Phandalin. We're on a mission as captains to get supplies to take and start a road between Phandalin and Icespire. We're here to meet with your head captain as soon
You
as
guys are from
possible.
Pendelver? Holy shit. Um, um, s- um, guys can go over to the guardhouse over there, and then he points to this little place, like right here. There's just a little place that you guys can sit. I need to go get the captain. He's gonna want to hear about this. And he turns around and runs and says, "Be right back." So you guys,
No, he Throm stops him before he goes.
okay?
He says, "Sir, first and foremost, where is your triage? Where are your healers?"
They'll be in. I don't know where the fuck they are in these kinds of places, and he tells you where they're at, and he says it's this this nice looking place right here is there.
Send a guard to fetch healers as well.
He looks into the guardhouse and says, "You heard the captain. Go get a healer. I need to go get the town captain." So they do that.
Yeah.
One of the guys goes and
Throm doesn't give a fuck about the mission at this point. He's like, let's fucking take care of this first.
so. All right, so you guys.
But yeah, if we can kill
wait
two
there.
birds with one stone, let's do that.
We'll say after like 5-10 minutes, that guard comes back with a healer-looking motherfucker. He comes up and he's like, "So, where's the casualty?"
No casualties.
Oh, well, what can I help you then with, captains?
Come with us.
We will need to see with you in private.
Yes.
Well, sure. And he looks over at the guard, kind of annoyed.
Send the captain in when he gets here.
And then he tells the guard, saying, "Tell them we'll be at the clinic, whatever." So you guys go over there, and you guys are with this the healer, and he's like, "What's going on, guys?"
We were, and Ike's gonna kind of start spilling like the whole story of everything she's been through. If someone steps in and slows her down,
How far back are you going?
she's starting with orders from Captain Denham, the trip up and down the mountain, the fact that they were killed and healed and all that stuff, and then the more recent stuff of being bitten, and then
Wait,
she's
you
gonna
were
eventually
healed?
show him the
You
wound.
guys were bitten and then healed?
Yes, Captain Denham performed a spell on us. He's a wizard of some sort, and claims that it healed us but erased our memories. That's what we've been told.
Well, I mean, Captain Denham should probably be here any minute now, so we can probably ask him what's going on. I've never heard of that
Any
before.
minute now. What do you mean? Captain Denham is in Phandalin.
And then, as you guys are talking, Captain Denham, exactly the way he looks, this is exact. This to you guys, this looks like Captain Denham walks in and says, "What the hell is going on here? What are all these captains? What's well, give me
I
those-
thought that guy was.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. Hold up. Right quick. I want to make all the checks I can to figure out if this is actually fucking Captain Denham. Like,
Did you have real quick? Were you showing him? Did you have your arm and your bite and the wound open?
If she had gotten to that point of the story, she would have.
So I like to think that he walks in and sees like what the hell is going on. You guys do all that. He sees the fucking bite mark, but sees that you haven't turned, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on here?" Well, he goes, "What the?" And then you guys give me checks. Give me insight checks. Give me all the insight checks.
Well, it'd be I'd like to do a perception.
Sure.
In case of illusion.
Okay.
mean, I don't have fucking detect magic, so that sucks.
Give me
That's
all
a
you got, guys.
1 for Ike, and a 14 for Gek.
Everything looks on the up and
Oh,
up.
sorry. Well, that's weird. I accidentally clicked it twice and rolled the same thing. 13 on perception checks. Whatever, if that's a different check you want me to roll, let me know, but...
Nope, perception's fine. Everything.
What'd you roll, John?
This guy-
14
Okay.
and a 3.
So far, so you guys don't see anything. This guy looks exactly like Captain
Okay,
Venom. that you know.
Throm calls a timeout. He says...
What?
He says,
Where the fuck did you get that bike mark? How long have you had it, and why have you guys not followed fucking protocol?
Sir, give us a moment. And he calls everyone around. He says, okay, we need to think of something that only the Captain Denham we met would know. What is that? And so here's what Adam is thinking. Didn't he throw like a fireball near Gek at some point?
Sure.
Yes, he did, but he also was with us at Mount Hotno. So maybe we bring that up. I think start from the beginning.
No, John, I love that you're doing this in character, but I'm really fucking bad at that when my mind's going like 9 million miles an hour. So I think what we need to do is we need something from the time we spent with him in Phandalin. So, like, what is that?
He would not. This guy wouldn't know that.
If it's the same guy, he would. But why the fuck would he send us if he can get here this quickly? Is what I'm trying to deduce.
There's
right?
2 of them, obviously.
Why is there 2 of them? Explain.
That's what we need to figure out.
Right.
There has to be 2 of them.
Why would there be 2 of the same guy with the same name and the same title?
Because the other guy is probably an imposter.
I know you guys need your time, but I need to know about the bite. I need to know how long you had it, why you haven't followed protocol. This is very unorthodox, Captain, but I mean, I'm willing to grant you some leeway, but I need some answers.
Doctor, please tell him what I've told you while we discuss.
Yeah. Okay, what did you say, John?
So I told the doctor to kind of explain.
No. Before you said that. Why would there be 2 Captain Denhams?
That's my immediate thought. There's got to be 2. Why would that one be here?
Why? Well, okay, I understand what you're saying, but answer me why there would be 2 Captain Denhams. Like, are they brothers?
Illusion magic. That's my first thought.
So you think he was like astral projecting or something?
I think someone cast disguise self on themselves, and they are now walking around as Captain Denham
in Phandalin,
north of Icespire. North of Icespire, yeah.
Also, I just sat down.
North of Icespire. Don't you mean in Phandalin?
We need to figure that
Yeah,
out.
like they weren't just in Phandalin though. They were at Mount Hotno with us. We've been dealing with Captain Denham since before we even started the game.
No, I understand that, but we kind of had like a Men in Black Foxy thing.
I don't think this is. I don't think we've ever met this guy.
Okay.
Or know that we've ever met this guy.
The last time I saw you,
I think this is a completely new guy.
When you guys were getting bit
God
up.
Damn it.
He's interrupting you guys. You guys.
Okay, what's he saying?
He's saying, "Holy shit, it's you 4. I remember when we were in the mountains and you guys got fucked up.
Oh, you're a fucking asshole, Austin.
I
Okay.
thought I left you guys for dead. How the fuck did you get out of there? I barely survived and had to go south because there was too many and I couldn't make it to Neverwinter.
Throm steps up and says, "Go south where?"
To here. I made my way here to Icespire to try and what because we're in the mountains. That's the whole fucking point of all of this.
Okay,
trying to research the zombies in the mountains.
I want to do insight checks with both my characters on that. First
Sure.
of all,
Go for it.
Yes.
There's a
Hurry.
15. I'm hurrying.
12
15 for
Gek.
Shay and a crit fail for Throm.
Another 3 for Ike.
Everything sounds legit to both of them.
Okay, the fact that Austin, I love this drama you're building. I need just a little bit of like bullet time. The fact that he knows us as the people he left for dead makes me think this is the real one, because I don't know that the other one ever really addressed that.
As you guys are talking,
He's
some of you guys are talking, somebody else walks into where the clinic of where you guys are. A human female. Are you ready? A human female walks in, and she looks like she's kind of hollow-eyed a little bit, and she walks in and says, and then looks at you guys, and then says, "Don't believe him." And then she kind of like her eyes get unglassed over, and she looks up and she says, "Where am I?"
Did anyone else hear her, like, not in our party, did anyone else hear her say that?
Everyone heard her say that.
And what do they do when she says that?
You guys fucking tell me. And then
No, not
Captain
our...
Denham. Captain Denham says, "Who the fuck are you?" And she says, My name's Jane. I don't know how I got here."
Okay, can we roll insight checks on Jane's don't believe him?
We can. You got it's a her, and you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
I got a 22 with Ike
I got a 19 with Shay.
and a 7 with Gek.
You guys don't get anything. You guys can't. It's almost like a blank read.
Motherfucker. Okay, this is...
Blank read.
A 22 got nothing? Okay.
Okay.
It's a blank read. It's like
Okay.
you can't.
No, that's
you
fine.
you can't tell.
He's
like
just
you can-
double checking. Okay.
I'm making sure you heard 22.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
I love
it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
And
No. Throm's gonna step up to this motherfucker, and he's gonna say, "Captain Denham, my name is Throm Coda. You said
I know who you are.
Okay, that's great. That's a good thing to hear.
How?
No. I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt you. I have a question, sir. Someone that looked exactly like you, or was pretending to be you, bailed us out from a zombie horde at Phandalin.
He goes ashen white
Mm-hmm.
when he says this, and he says, "Is this the same fucker who healed you after you got bit by the zombies?"
Would we know? I mean, would
Yes,
Did he
he's
say that he
claimed
did?
that.
he?
He's claimed that many a times.
Did he?
Yes.
Okay,
He did.
I can't. I just can't remember. Like, because
That
I'm like really in this right now. Like, I just can't remember.
He goes fucking ashen white. You can see his eyes get like that adrenaline look, and he looks to the guard and says, "Mobilize the guard." And then he looks over at someone else and says, "Get the conscripts ready. We need to be able to leave by the end of the night." He then looks at you guys and says, "If this is true and what's happening, if this is true, then this guy might be the one behind everything. I've been thinking there must be a powerful sorcerer behind all of this, because these zombies are not, as we saw when we were up in the north, they're not acting the right way. If this guy's bailing you out of all these zombie attacks, he's probably the one fucking controlling them. If he looks exactly like me, there's probably a reason.
I'll tell
We need to
you,
go talk to this guy."
if I may, he did claim to be. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I may have my fucking canon wrong, but he said that he was captured by zombies, but not feasted upon. They left him alone. He escaped, and then came and helped us.
And you
That
guys
seemed fishy at the time.
well, yeah, no shit. It sounds fishy. He was being held captive by zombies and not eaten.
I'm peeing but listening. Keep going.
I mean, Jesus.
They had reports of odd zombie behavior in the area.
I don't doubt it.
We were coming out of a coma and we had part of our memories wiped. We didn't know what to believe. We were bitten to death and were standing there with no wounds. what would you do? You wouldn't know what to believe. It would shake your world upside down. So do not accost us as if we've done something wrong. Do you realize what we've been through in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it's been, and you're going to tell me that I've done something wrong? I've done everything I can for these people. I've sat here and I've fought for them, and you are going to tell me and my men that we've done something wrong? I think you failed us by leaving us to die.
Well, that's kind of protocol. Like, and especially to save my own life. This is all
The
crazy.
protocol's broken now.
No shit. There's somebody playing us. I need to get a message to the king. I might have to go there myself, but I might have to go and try and.
Throm
this-
wants to jump in. Because
We need to know if this guy's still there to try and capture him.
Throm wants
That
to
was
jump.
all Ike. I'm sure you could tell. But
I heard it
Ike.
all. I definitely heard it all. Throm wants to jump in, and he says, okay, first of all, real quick, John, as a player, are you pretty convinced that we're talking to the actual Captain Denham right now?
Like out of game, I think this
Yeah.
is the real
Okay,
Captain.
cool.
Denham.
That's all I needed to know.
But
because,
I could be wrong.
Right, we definitely could
I could
be.
easily be wrong. I really am not 100%
hang
on anything.
Yeah, no,
by any means.
That's fine.
I don't trust Austin.
Throm,
Hey, also, John, you can take control of your character whenever you want to, but I'll play them until you want them.
Okay.
what?
That's what I said. What I said. Now we're gonna keep going.
Okay. I guess that was from the things I didn't hear. But Throm jumps in and says,
what are y'all fighting about? I don't know what the problem is here.
I'm sorry, where is this voice coming from?
That is Jane, the woman who walked in and said, "Don't believe him," with her eyes glassed over, and then she seems very confused now.
All right, you guys can get fucked, all right? Okay. So, I guess this is the thing you were talking about, that I was either going to hate and or love.
It's only this tip of the iceberg, baby.
No, it's fine. I'm down to clown. Okay, Throm is like, okay, we've all been hit with a fucking deluge of information and mindfuck. So, Throm's gonna say, he's gonna give this chick a weird side eye, and he's gonna say, he's gonna look at Captain Denham, and he's gonna say, you need to get a message, and you need to make sure it only hits one set of hands and or ears, but it needs to hit Leanne Greywind, the true captain of Phandalin, because currently she's taking advice from someone she believes to be you.
Jesus.
That's what
Also,
who's Jesus is.
The U is watching us. He reports
you guys-
into us.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that shit.
What's watching you? What'd you say, John?
The U, the
Yes.
other Captain Denham is watching us.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, he can't
God.
watch you, but he can get a sense of your surroundings during wisdom checks.
Whatever we like, I tell him we're gonna data dump to this Captain Denham.
Right.
So what I want to pause real quick. Essentially, the Captain Denham, he uses his command voice, tells everyone to be quiet. He then says, "Okay, we have a lot of moving parts here. We need to know what the hell is going on. First, we're not going to be able to move tonight. We're going to have to move in the morning. So you guys will have time to rest, and we'll be able to have time to debrief and make plans. Second, you were bit by a fucking zombie, and it hasn't taken you over yet, but you're a goddamn liability, whoever the fuck you are. So we're going to need to have a guard on you. Third, we're going to need to figure out who this person is. I think I recognize you from somewhere, but
I work at the general store.
right.
I work down at the general store.
Now I like the first one better.
Yeah,
She's definitely gonna be country twangy as hell.
The first one was
I just
more.
gotta find
the
it.
first one was more debutante. The second one was more like hickey.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Debutante.
going for a little. Yeah, I'll find
You'll
it.
figure it
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then he looks at the guards. They have their orders. They go away. The doctor gets some sort of like goo green seaweed shit, puts it on your arm,
It's a
bandages that shit.
shot of wheatgrass.
Seaweed does fucking everything, right? You don't know. Fuck you. Some magic seaweed. You don't know. It could be Athalos. It could be, king's foil.
You don't have to explain it to us.
Right. He gets some shit. He puts it on there. He does stuff, and then I'm sorry, you won't be able to leave. Either isolation, quarantine, or a guard has to be with you in case you turn.
Throm,
However,
Throm wants to know what he's doing to her. Only, not that he doesn't trust him, just for future reference. So, if he could just give him all that, that'd be cool. We don't have to play that out.
From any medical expert would look at that and look like it's basically like he was treating a burn.
Okay, so probably not going to help.
This person's they just did a thing because they couldn't stop. All this happens. You guys are taken to your barracks. Your horses are taken to the stable. Your shit's unloaded. After a very brief time, you guys are brought some food. You guys eat the food. You then get a call to Captain Denham's office. You guys go to Captain Denham's office, which is actually down here in this other secluded little second walled off place.
Is Ike with us?
Yes, all you guys are all four together, but there's a second guard sort of staying kind of acting like a Secret Service bodyguard assassin for Ike.
Does Captain Denham also want Jane brought with, or does he send her back?
What does Jane want to do?
I wasn't really done.
She's
with
standing
Jane
there very confused.
Well, she's clearly mixed up with this somehow. Does
anybody know how I got here?
No, that's a good question. Maybe you should come with us. And then so while you guys are while you guys are eating shit and getting you
I guess I will. I don't know.
He has
exactly
Jane
what's
in
going
his
on
office.
here.
So we're gonna do some quick bullet time. Jane and I are gonna talk while you guys are eating, getting settled in for a short time.
Take my headphones off for this, or?
Yeah, that's fun. Go take your fucking headphones off.
Give me a wave when you're ready.
Wave my dick
Austin,
around.
you're the only one with your camera on, by the way, so.
So don't wave my dick around. So.
I hate you all, by the way.
So.
Your camera's on, by the way, as well, Adam.
Yeah. He can't hear you. So my records, while I was waiting for you, and it says here that you are asking, you've applied to be a captain 3-4 times now.
Well, yeah. I recently developed these magical abilities, and I want to try to help. I'm not real sure how I got them, but I just want to try to help and keep everything, keep people safe. I should be a captain if I got this ability to help people.
Do you have any military training? Do you have any training in command, or do you have any training in survival?
Well, I've been lifting heavy barrels and sacks at the general store most of my life. I'm real fit and ready to go. And like I said, I have these magic abilities. I'm able to do these strange things, and I think it'd be very, very helpful against zombies and things of that nature.
So, one of the things that we like to do is a medical assessment for our candidates. Just out of curiosity, have you had any other times when you have sort of arrived someplace you didn't know how you got, or woken up someplace you didn't know that you'd been to?
Well, since I've gotten these abilities, I do have these headaches, and I do lose my memory every once in a while. I have trouble remembering where I'm at and how I got there all the time, but I usually get around just fine, and Not had any problems.
He thinks for a few minutes. He puffs on a pipe, and he says, "Well, you may be more useful than you know," which I'm sure is something everyone wants to hear every now and then. However, for now, I'm going to ask you to stay close. I'm going to approve you into the Captain Candidate program.
You really mean it? You're gonna make me captain?
Well,
Oh my God!
I'm going to
That's-
ask them to do a full assessment and to make sure that you are physically and mentally qualifiable to be a captain.
Well, I promise you, I'm gonna do everything I can. I'm gonna do
I
anything I
know
can
you-
I'm definitely able. I can do it. I promise.
I have no doubt. So for now, I'm going to ask you to go with this lieutenant, and he calls this lieutenant in, and
Oh, Dan! I know Dan from. I've known Dan for a long time. He's such a nice lieutenant.
Yeah.
That Dan. Oh, he's amazing.
all right. So then you go with Dan. You go with Dan, and you guys. She leaves. You guys, the four of you guys, as you're walking in to the into that room in there, into the captain's office, Ike and Jane share a glance. You guys like make some eye contact, and it feels weird. You guys got goosebumps because Ike, you feel like you remember this person, or you know this person, or you have like this feeling to talk to them. You're not sure why. Then you guys walk into the captain's office.
Okay.
This
All right.
feeling that you're feeling, John, it's a real feeling.
It's called love, and I know emotions are scary.
That was a wrestling joke just for John.
Good. I'm glad I
And I
remembered.
These
fucking
feelings?
nailed that one.
You did. You delivered it just as wooden. A little too low register, but it's all good.
Ah! Is that good? Like when I
Yeah.
deliver a chair shot?
That's funny.
Anyway, keep going. I will gladly go for another hour. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to. I can go to sleep after that. But you guys call it when you want to call it.
I'm actually off tomorrow, but we're not going to go too much longer because, well, all right. So
Austin wants to think more.
no, I mean this is all happening now. We need
I
to
don't
get,
blame him.
No,
we need to
I
get,
love it.
I want to get through this so I can know what to do for fucking next time. So right. So, all right. Some shit. From what I can tell, the five of us first met in the north when we were first investigating the weird zombie attacks. I know that there was some sort of threat actor that was there was some sort of power moving behind the scenes. I never had any. It was, I mean, I've never had any kind of direct evidence like this. He's finally shown his hand. When we were attacked, it was a horde that was not unlike anything that I've seen. They moved faster and stronger, and I barely escaped. And when I saw you guys being eaten alive, sorry about that. When I saw you guys being eaten alive,
I feel like all the hairs when he says that on Ike's body kind of like she has static electricity on her for a
I
second.
barely
She
got out.
shivers.
and
Ugh.
for somehow the zombies, I could see the zombies were blocking me. They were. I was trying to get to Neverwinter, and I couldn't get there. So I kept going south because that's where I could go. I eventually got to Phandalin, but it was surrounded by zombies. But the city itself seemed perfectly intact and didn't even see the zombies. But every chance I tried to get in there, the more they came. And I mean, I can kill quite a few zombies at once, but not a horde. And especially when when they start making noises. So I knew that if the zombies were acting strange near the mountains, the best fortress we have outside the kingdom is Icespire. So I came here. We've been sending captains. I don't know how many we've sent, 5 or 6, and none of them have come back. We've never received any replies.
They're getting
All the
killed by
families and-
bandits on the road.
All the what?
They're getting killed by bandits on the road. And those families are probably enslaved at the moment.
Do you know where?
There's a young boy we brought into town with us. I think one of the guards took him, and he would be able to lead your guards straight to that camp. There was 7 of them we saw.
He looks at one of the guards
And she sketches out takes our sketched map and hands it to him.
Wonderful.
Should be all the information you need to get them back.
That's
And
it. That's
we
what I
have the
expect from her.
uniforms with our gear and our horses. We have the uniforms of those men who died.
Excellent report. You did the absolute right thing. You have served your uniform proud. Now, I can try and go and possibly look to deal with this. I don't even know what to call him. I don't even know if he's a man or a human. This evil. But we have a very real problem, and he looks at Ike's arm. For all intents and purposes, from everything that we can see, the only person who can heal you is back at Phandalin. And there's no way to know if he knows that you guys are still unaware of who he is. I don't know what to do with you, Ike.
Throm pipes up right quick. Just because me, Adam...
What do you mean?
Me, Adam, is just a bit hazy, but so we were told by the other Captain Denham, and he does air quotes. Let's pretend air quotes are a thing in fantasy world. He says we were told by that Captain Denham that he healed us, so it wasn't you, correct?
Correct. How did he say he... Oh, well, we'll just say you guys told him...
He said we've told him everything.
Right.
We're not keeping anything from
I'm
this guy.
sure he would be able to, because he's the one who knows. He's the one causing these things. I'm sure he did.
So I was just catching myself up in character, but so we need to get back.
What do
Yes,
you mean
but
what are we gonna do with Ike? Ike's coming with us.
No, she's coming. We're getting back. We're going to take him, and we're going to make him fix her. Do we have any other choices at this point?
She has kind of sunk in her chair and is looking towards the corner.
Gentlemen, I don't know how to say this nicely, but I need to talk to Ike alone, please. This is not a request.
Headphones are coming off.
No. I ain't going nowhere.
The Coda siblings will leave the room. Actually, even though Ike's sunken into her chair, Throm looks at her and with a look of, "You want me to leave?"
Yeah, does the eyebrow raise thing.
Yeah, like
she kind of straightens up and she looks at you and she looks at Gex. She says, "I'll be fine. You can all go."
All right.
I don't like this stuff.
Taking them back off.
All right, Ike.
Holler when you want me back.
This isn't going to be an easy conversation.
I know what needs to be done, Captain.
Now, we are both thinking the same thing. Your life is forfeit at this point. And you are a danger. If you go with them, you could turn and attack them in their sleeps.
I'm a
And that's
danger
it.
if I go with them. I'm a danger if you leave me alive here. There's only one thing to do to me.
Well, I do have an idea. This would be at completely. This would have to be. This is, of course, voluntary. I have a mission. This mission you'd have to do alone, and I haven't been able to send anybody because it's a suicide mission. I can't tell
Well,
you. I can't tell you any more than that. I can tell you. I can provide you with the means to instantly kill yourself if you need to, and should you choose to. But I think there's one more thing that you can do, and only you can do, but you won't survive.
what is it?
I can't tell you that right now. This will have to be a leap of faith.
I don't even know who to trust anymore. I don't know if any of this is even real, really. I'm so twisted, but I can't go with them. I
No.
will not put my brother in danger, and I will not put the rest of my family in danger.
And from what I can
And-
tell, that big guy kind of lets you leave.
Well, I'll leave when he's not aware.
Well, it seems like right now is the only time. I've got a man. He's up in the north, not in the mountains. He's been living in caves and places. I need to get a message to him, and then he'll tell you what to do. I need to know why we were attacked to begin with up in the north, because that's, it seems, where all of this started. It also seems you are somehow not just contaminated in body but also in mind. Is it true that if he healed you and he has a link to your mind, that he should be able to see you right now, possibly?
We're all contaminated of mind. And,
Right. But you've been healed, so you remember. If he
yes.
finds out that you remember, you're a threat. If you go back there, he's going to kill you.
I do remember, and you realize where you're asking me to go.
Yes. You're going to your death from this room one way or the other. You can do it now, or you can do one last service for king and country. Do you accept?
I believe my king and country, as my friend Shay would say, they've had enough of my fucking service. So, I'll be going out my own way.
Well, I'll need you to surrender your captain's garb and your badge. And
She takes it off, and she reaches in her sack, and she pulls out a letter and says, "Give this to Thrum."
okay. Would you like to use my private exit to leave, or do you want to say goodbye to them one last time?
They'll know. I should go.
He hands you an envelope. If you change your mind, here are your instructions. Otherwise, thank you for your service. He opens the back bookshelf door, and you.
And she nods and heads out.
Deuces. So now we're going to.
I have that typed up, by the way. I can send it to Adam when you hand it to him.
Fucking awesome. So what we're gonna do is we're going to switch. You are now gonna go to Jane.
Yep.
And we're gonna do some role play with Jane with Adam. I'm gonna tell him. You guys are talking while that's happening.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So while you guys are waiting outside the captain's office on these nice little chairs and shit, like these little couch chairs things, You guys and Jane are just sort of sitting there, and I want to give you guys like a chance to talk a little bit while the captain and Ike are talking.
Throm would be like, he would, not like intensely, but he'd be like, you, said your name was Jane?
Yes, my name's Jane Leatherman. I run the general store here in town.
Jane, I need you to tell me anything you can remember.
Well, I mean, I remember a lot of things. I'm from here in Icefire, and I remember as everybody does. They didn't really hit us as bad here, but we have had problems from time to time. Um, it's been a nice, relatively peaceful place to live, and well, I mean, there is a handful of months back, I started developing these powers, and I now have some magic abilities, and well, ever since that's been happening, I get the darndest headaches and the weirdest, just faint memory losses. I don't know what people try to explain stuff to me, and
What?
I don't always remember them telling me what happened, and they tell me, well, I already told you about that, Jane, and I just don't remember. But other than that, everything's been hunky-dory.
What types of powers did you develop?
Well, I can talk to people in their heads, and I can kind of affect people's minds a bit. And some stuff, I mean, I tried it on a tree. It looks kind of dangerous, and I attacked a couple squirrels. They were messing around the nuts of my tree in my backyard. But other than that, I think it's pretty dangerous. But I also think I can use it to help. And I heard from the captain that he's going to give me a trial period finally to be a captain. I've applied 4 times. I've been trying to be one, but they keep telling me that I have problems in my memory. I can't be one, but I tell them that I could be useful. I need to help.
Jane, basically, I'm trying to ask what class you are. No, he doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. That would be stupid. It was just a joke. So the magic abilities you have seem to interact with nature.
Not really, no.
No?
No, more the minds of creatures and people.
Interesting.
And she's going to you're going to hear echoing out in your head. See, like this, I can talk to you in your head where no one else can hear us now, so we can talk about just about anything we want. And she can sustain this for up to 3 minutes. Just as a bonus action, she can choose any creature and create a telepathic link between the two of us.
All right. I mean, yeah. Well,
all we have to do is speak a language the same.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm sure we both know common.
No, don't speak it. Fuck. I don't even know what the fuck to ask this broad. I mean,
she's got a lot going on.
Yeah, that's the fucking problem. There's too much going on. I'm like, where do you even start?
Sorry, Adam got overloaded tonight.
Yeah.
So as you guys,
it's fine. I can handle it. It's
as you guys are talking, Captain Denham walks out.
Yeah, that's great.
And he looks. Who does he hand the letter to, John?
Throm.
He hands a letter to Throm and says, "You can read it in my office if you want me to." And he walks away.
I mean, Throm's not into keeping secrets.
Where's Ike?
Yeah.
What's the letter?
Good question. Yeah, answer him first. Where is Ike?
Captain walked away. Door's open.
Okay, is she in there?
No.
What's that letter? Where's my sister?
He'll read the whole letter. He's gonna read the letter out loud. So he's not. He's
I
not
just sent it to you.
in what?
Messenger.
Facebook. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So he reads this aloud. I am not going to do. I'm going to do a Thrum voice because I'm not going to do an Ike voice, even though that would be way more cinematic. Actually, John, why don't you read it in Ike's voice? That would be
Yeah.
better.
Okay.
Yeah, do that.
My dearest friend Thom, you have always been there for me as far back as I can remember. And through my darkest days, infected with this blight, it is to a great risk for me to continue this fight. Those bitten need to be put to rest. I shall be no exception. To die, raise, hurt, and infect others is not going to be my path. I can't escape the pain of our first death. This life is over for me now. I've struggled with this through my head over and over again. I have found you some help for your journey. A young girl. Something tells me she's going to be the right one to help you. The one we saw, I just believe she is. But I thank you for all your loyal years of friendship. Please keep an eye on Gek for me. Tell him I'm sorry and that this is the only way to be sure I don't hurt anyone. And Shay, because I know you're reading this over Thrum's shoulder right now, know I've always loved you like a sister. And that is the end of the letter. What's that mean?
And
What's that mean? It's over. Just gotta put down. What's she talking about? What's she on about? Where is she? Ike! And he starts walking through the room, yelling out her name, throwing books off bookshelves.
please don't do that.
Shay goes in there and just kind of lets him get it out, but then says, "Come on, big guy, let's get out of here."
Where'd she go? Why she's fine.
She didn't seem to think so.
The guy, why are we listening to this guy? That other guy can help her. We should kill this guy and take her to the other guy. We need to find her.
She says, I'm with you. I wanted to bring her back to the other guy. But apparently that wasn't in the book she wrote for herself. And I'm sorry.
It's my... it's my twin. I don't know. I'd never had a day without her. How am I going to do it without her, Shay? Can I do it without her? I don't know if I can do it without her.
I know that it's gonna be hard to replace a sibling.
And he's like kind of slumped down in a corner at this point.
Sure.
Arms resting on his knees.
I kind of picture him sitting on the floor, leaned up against the wall, and she like sits down next to him,
sure.
like Joe Rogan next to Conor McGregor with a broken fucking ankle. And she sits down next to him and she says, "Well, you know what, kid? If you lost a sister today, you can't make up for that. But we got two people that may as well be siblings that'll try and fill that void for you. Come on, let's get out of here. Let's go live her life for her."
And he gets up. He kind of wipes his nose. He's got tears running down his face at this point. We're gonna kill that son of a bitch.
If you don't,
Whoever.
I will.
We're gonna kill him. Take his fucking head off.
It'll look good over your fireplace.
I'll fucking piss in it.
Hmm.
Fireplace.
It'll be a good
Fuck
toilet.
him.
You know, whatever ties the room together. I don't know. It's your call.
Maybe we can feed it to that kid. No, probably
Nah.
not.
The
I
kids,
wouldn't like that.
the kid's okay, I think.
A guard walks up to you guys. This guy looks like he's a lieutenant. Walks up and says, "Gentlemen, I've been apprised of the situation. The captain is going to be somewhat busy for us tonight. Of course, if you need him, he can be at your disposal. But for now, you may retire to your rooms, or."
Oh, well, that won't be necessary, Dan. They can stay at my place with me. Of course, these are fine gentlemen and that lady there. They can come by and stay with me at the general store anytime.
Actually, Jane, I have some special orders for you. You need to go and report to Captain the Captain Entrance Processing Station. You need to get fit and have a few tests done. So you're gonna be busy over the next probably tonight. You might not get too much sleep. He hands her a slip of paper and says, "You're to report here once."
Oh well, I'm sorry, gentlemen. And lady, I would have loved to have you, but it looks like I got things to do. Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna be a captain.
I don't know if they'll count, but I rolled insight checks on staying with her.
Sure.
I rolled a 19 for Shay and a 13 for Throm. I mean, I know they're John, but
yeah.
But they wouldn't trust her.
8. She seems fully like she's telling you the truth.
Right.
She's not lying to you. She's just a very nice lady.
All right. No, that's cool. It was more of a mechanical role-playing instance, but yeah.
Yeah. She's a nice lady with random blackouts and memory loss.
Awesome. What
magic powers?
What race?
Human.
Okay.
Human, female.
Never. Austin may have said that, but I forgot. So.
I did.
All right, then. I mean,
is there anything else you guys want to do before you?
Shay and Throm, in an uncharacteristic moment, will actually Throm in an uncharacteristic moment because he knows that Shay would be on board. Goes up to Gek and says, "Come on, let's go drown our sorrows." And they go find a tavern.
Finally, someone said something that sounds smart for the day.
It may have been something smart, but let's go do something stupid.
Now you're speaking my language.
And
we might convert him after all, Shay.
Good luck. We'll see what happens.
He laughs and cries together.
Right. But no, he's down to drink in a corner booth tonight.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna drink until they pass out in the fucking booth.
Hey, Throm will find a bed, but yeah.
Yeah.
He'll get close.
Gek is not looking for a bed.
Right.
If someone drags him to one, he ends up in one. If he's in the middle of the street, getting poked at in the face by little kids in the morning, whatever.
Throm's gonna watch his back as long as he can, and Shay, I feel like she can keep up with him drinking wise. She'll take over.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's not gonna be a good night.
She can keep up with him time wise, not volume.
Right, yeah. Probably
So
Because he's
not.
Andre the fucking Giant.
Right.
So, John, do you have? Would you like to please? That we're done for the night. We're gonna call it there. However,
You
John,
wanna-
I'd like to give you the opportunity to tell us all how, if you want to, what happens to Shay, or you could choose to do that at a later time. He did have a decision to make.
Oh,
So,
you mean Ike?
Ike, yeah, I mean,
Ike, yes. So
Hey,
Ike
hey, wait, John.
did have a
Do you want me
decision
to?
make.
Do you want me to cut this recording or let it keep running?
Let it keep running.
Okay.
So Ike did have a decision to make, and she looks. She's travels out in the woods, and she goes about. I'd say she walks for about 5 hours, gets well away from the town. Because I feel like she got two packages. She got a letter with information about this job that's up near Mount Hotono, and every time she looks at the letter, she sees herself being mauled by zombies and eaten alive.
that did happen.
And she's holding this letter and shaking, and in the other hand is a package with a short sword and a bottle of alchemist fire. She rips the letter in half. She opens the alchemist fire, clutches it to her heart, and stabs herself in the heart and falls down as the vial pours out onto her and burns her alive. Or burns her body as she dies from the wound to the heart. She samurais herself.
All right.
That's super fucking depressing.
I'm sorry, guys.
Hey.
Austin severely traumatized my character.
Well, that was some traumatizing shit.
You know, like, it's...
And as much as like I wanted her to be this warrior to go on and go into the mountains and do the mission, I'm like,
I
she
gotta be
wouldn't be
honest,
able to bring
I
herself
thought-
to do that.
I really thought I was gonna get you with that
Dude, I was thinking, I was like, man,
because we were
I don't
gonna,
know
we
if
could-
she can.
We were gonna do.
I
some
don't know if
movie
she
stuff
can.
and then try and see what happened. But no, that's
Hey.
that's first to me.
Yeah,
At least,
and I was liking that. I loved, because I know you were gonna be like, okay, one-on-one session, let's do some extra stuff. Awesome idea, but
Yeah,
I
like.
just don't feel that's so
I
terrifying
think it's
to her.
important as the DM to set up options and let the character do the thing, and I think. That was wonderful.
No, you gotta kill, Austin. It wasn't with dice.
I didn't.
Yep.
You broke off, Adam. I didn't hear what you said.
I said you gotta kill, but it wasn't with dice.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a different. You definitely did get this. This is definitely a kill
was
for the
a-
DM. It's
yeah,
just
I killed this
different
one with I killed this one with mental torment and anguish.
Yeah,
And
it's great. Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut down this recording. I'm gonna go pee, but I'll be back.
yeah.
I'm glad I left that I'm gonna pee on the recording, but yeah.